just me? Like, did you hear anything just now?
No.
Nah, I ain't hear nothing chiming.
Okay, so that's just on my end. So
Yeah, that shit toy.
so this bottom right soundboard is okay. Cool. That,
You keep on hitting that button though. I ain't gonna lie. I think you keep robo listening. Hell yeah.
How's
God
it?
damn.
How's it
Hell
broken?
yeah.
I don't know. It just turned that my second bottom from the right. It turns on randomly. Just turns on randomly.
Randomly. You on
That's-
like be smacking your
I
table?
am not
Oh, shit, it's
remote.
on.
Nothing is near this thing. It's on all. It's my roadcaster is all the way on the left side of my desk. So it's a made effort whenever I hit any button, and it just turns on.
Y'all should be breaking easy, man. What's going on?
Bruh, I have never in my
So
life.
right.
Damn.
I have never in my life thrown. I still got the plastic on the screen on the display. I don't be fucking with my shit. That's the crazy part. But whatever, it is what it is. It
I
would.
be having bad luck with shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
I mean, this the only thing I guess if this qualifies as broke, in my personal opinion. I ain't break nothing else.
Well, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
ain't break nothing.
Right.
pod back on Thursday pod. Shout out to the Twitch chat real quick. Shout out to everyone that resubbed. Shout out to Glow Zach, Metacomp, Kilowo Chiha 1, LJP, Master Lightskin, Andrew with the 5 gifted. I just want to shout you out again. Extrovert, Gengar, Tuck, Colbster, LeBron James, LA, not really him, and Folk Ham. Shout out to everyone resubbing, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Fellas, how we doing today? What the fuck is going
See,
on?
we don't got the
What's
energy.
up?
I got it. Don't even.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
You been got that energy.
I zoned out. I was looking.
Let me tell y'all something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Let me tell y'all something. And I ain't snitching when I say this. I just checked my email and I didn't like it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, B-Sauce, you know what's going on over here. I think sometimes people forget who we are. Could y'all believe that shit?
Oh man, that getting so bad.
I think sometimes people forget who we are. Is that believable?
Yeah,
People forget who we are.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
They be having us fucked up for real. They be having us fucked up.
They be having us fucked up because I know who we are, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Y'all know who we are, right?
Facts.
Hell yeah.
Chat, y'all know who we are, right?
Y'all better.
He's on fire.
I've never been the type of guy to settle for less.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it when put in these predicaments, they try to give us less? That shit don't make sense. I would never bring less to somebody that I know wouldn't accept less. You think they bring in Kai less? Huh?
They might.
Why ain't no way, boy? Why ain't no way, boy? Why ain't no way, boy? Why ain't no way, boy?
You think they bring in XQC less?
Nah.
Apparently, he make it as much as they say. If you ask Ninja, he lied about the numbers.
You think they bring in Ninja less?
He's heating up. He's on fire.
And that's why, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense.
I ain't gonna lie, that motion fell off of Ninja. I know they bring him less.
They came back a little bit this week. I ain't gonna lie. I peeped the numbers.
So I'm gonna tell you something.
Perception.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Aesthetic.
For those that didn't know, the 455 in the chat, the however many thousands of people, because I got reminded this week. I ain't gonna lie, I had a good week. I got reminded this week of who I am.
Who are you?
I got a little haircut.
Oh my god.
Right?
We show the other side.
Right?
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
With
There we go.
confidence.
With the quickness, I love it.
I went to I went downtown, went to go park in the parking deck. This woman was smiling all in my face. I got reminded who I was today. And when I got reminded who I was today, I got reminded that I wasn't gonna settle for less.
What that mean?
They'll find out soon enough. How you doing today, Damo?
I'm doing nifty, splendiferous. I'm doing excellent, man. Been a great little time. I've been reminded who I was.
There we go.
It's been great.
There we go. Sage, how you doing today?
I'm charged up, actually.
Your camera been cooked for a few pods and a few souls and Sage vids. You holding the product back, Sage.
God
Got it?
damn.
Oh my god.
Domo get a new webcam and all of a sudden another panelist got a cooked webcam? Not a
Damn.
good look.
Yo, penis, dog. Oh my god.
That nigga has his thumb on your
I don't even understand. What's wrong with the camera?
This is your B-star. This is his thumb.
Well, like, bro, I ain't gonna
Don't let him go
lie.
in.
Like, I don't know if niggas just want me to spaz on them. At this point, it's a game, and I'm just keep being copacetic until they finally win. Cause what the fuck? My camera's not bad at all. What are we doing? What? Am I tripping?
Persian, if you're talking about the last Souls and Sage video where Sage wasn't there, the second half of the vid, that was not a Sage problem. That was a Riverside problem.
Yeah,
So
what? That is
breaking the
not
fourth
my
wall there,
fault.
Sage got nothing to do with that. So.
Like what? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas, I don't know, bro.
You can say, get up,
know,
Greg.
I don't know, bro.
B-Souls, how you
Put his
doing?
thumb in it.
How you doing today, B-Souls?
Oh, my mic hella low. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm straight. Fantastic. I've been having a good week, man. Call me.
That's what I'm talking about. Because sometimes
If you're near
Got my
convenience
DJ controller.
store right now, any type of 24-hour store, go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason. Their money is your money as of right now.
if they want beef, we'll give them sausage. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
But yeah.
Your DJ controller came in, or you went to the store to buy it?
No, I ordered it on a B&H.
Oh my god, get out the house, nigga.
I don't have a B&H nearby. What the fuck?
There's other stores besides B&H that you can get it from. Guitar Center? You don't got no Guitar Center near you?
No.
Oh, you live in the sticks for real, goddamn.
I might, but they're definitely not selling DJ gear. They be selling acoustic guitars type shit.
What do you think Guitar Center sells?
Acoustic guitars.
You don't think that they sell any other audio or music production equipment at all?
Not in Marlboro, Massachusetts, no. Yeah. Yeah. I've been there.
Might be one of those regional things, man.
I've been there.
You think the Guitar Center, the chain Guitar Center, the one specifically by you, only sells nothing else but just the wall of acoustic guitars?
Oh my God, bro. I'm being hyperbolic, but I'm telling you, I've tried to order the gear before to pick it up, and they don't have the shit. And it's basic shit, like a RE20.
But you didn't try this time, did you?
Nah. Bad experience.
There we go.
Is Keith Lee going back to... No, never mind.
Anything to stay in the house. God, we got to get out there, fellas.
I'm picking it up.
You picking it up from B&H?
No. From a pickup location, because I don't trust the mailroom here. So
why you don't trust
I'm getting out the house.
Why you don't trust the mailroom?
Listen,
Well,
man, this whole apartment. Hey, let me get in real quick, man. This whole apartment complex has 5 buildings, 10 stories each, right? The mailroom is in one building, in one room, for all 5 fucking buildings.
Oh wow!
They put all the mail in there, disorganized. And I'm gonna be honest with you, during the daytime, you can just walk in there without no fob, key, or nothing. Just walk in there and get whatever the fuck you want. And even after hours, apparently, because my girl's gone in there before after hours, which is supposedly when you would need a fob key, you can still get in there without a fob key. So 2 weeks ago, we got an email saying, yeah, a bunch of our packages just got stolen. We'll up our security here. Mind you, they didn't really up it. But yeah, I don't trust the mailroom here at all. I've already had a couple packages stolen. The mythical meats. We were supposed to do it like 2 pods earlier. It got stolen. Someone stole my meat, bruh. Someone stole my fucking meat.
Hey, yo.
Can you imagine how mad they were when they got home and they opened the package and it's nothing but mermaid meat? Oh my god!
Fuck is this?
Is this chupacabra stick? Oh my god!
I never understood stealing packages. It's just it's too much time for too much randomness. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Not
jail
here.
time. No. I'm saying the jail time that you could potentially get versus the random shit that you could end up in a package. Like, that's too much.
It's like one of them TikToks. Would you rather get this guaranteed $1 million or open the mystery box? And that's
and the mystery box is rice cakes in jail time. Like,
and the mystery box is ordered off of Amazon. I don't think anything worth a mill's in there.
Yeah.
Even when, and I know they don't make it easier now. Cause have y'all ordered stuff like from like a Nike recently or something like that?
Nah, not recently.
Recently I ordered something off of the NBA shop.
Well, you haven't gotten it yet, right?
Nah.
When you get it, I want to know what the packaging is like. Cause Nike, the way they do it, they send you the box, but on the box, it's a fucking big check mark, and it says "just do it" on the box, so the thieves know. Oh, okay, at least that's Nike. So when I steal it,
I know it's Nike stuff in here.
It's a better possibility of getting some good shit in there. I don't know. Before we get into the Draymond thing, so chat is on your ass because you called your fiance your girl.
What?
You didn't call her your fiance. You said my girl.
My bad. What the eat a
They're
cock,
pressing
Chad.
your
What the
beat
fuck?
star now. This is
I just want. I mean,
That nigga said what?
I just want to know, how will you respond?
Eat a cock, chat. What the fuck?
You don't feel like that's disrespectful to call her your girl?
No, she takes no offense to it.
No, but I'm just saying, like, what if you if you have girl kids, you gonna say, "Oh, those are my girls. All of them are my girls."
Let's talk about Draymond, bro. I ain't doing
Oh
this
my
God! Oh my God! This is crazy.
W anus pokers.
Let's talk about Draymond, I guess. Draymond choked Rudy Gobert. He got 5 games. All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really into meat and potatoes. Nah, for real though. We're a couple days late, but we saw what happened. Y'all saw what happened. My
In a
guy,
funny way.
my guy, Big Draymond.
In the playback stream, this is not a new conversation for you. Join the stream.
Big Dre. I don't know if I can show the video, but I'll show this picture for now. If we can't show the video, I will definitely show the video. But I think this will sum it up.
Yeah. It doesn't illustrate the good form though. It doesn't. He had him in a good Samoa Joe ass UFC. He had him in a good choke.
My girlfriend was like, teeth clenched, suspend him for 20 more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nah. That nigga really didn't want to play. Or sleep.
You gotta get the angle with Rudy literally mid choke with his hands like this.
What I do?
That's the
What
one.
I do?
That's the one. With Cat and Anthony Edwards both holding on to his arms as he's being choked out. That's the picture. That's the one.
Chat, I need y'all to understand when we saw what happened. We were watching another game. Someone in chat said, "Yo, Clay's getting into it with someone." I'm like, all right, let's show what the fuck going on. First frame we see is fucking Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. I'm like, where the fuck is Clay? Like, what the fuck is going on over here? That shit was so funny, dog.
So
that shit was so crazy.
To see Rudy Gobert being put in a sleeper hold, a camel clutch, as the old schools will call it.
Yeah, like, that's what I can think of.
Being put in a headlock, a full Nelson, half Nelson, a Nelson, literally was a lariat.
I'm gonna show it.
I think you can show it.
Literally
had him in a lariat.
Y'all get your stuff on. But where the fuck is Rudy Gobert?
I ain't heard this nigga in a minute. I'm dead.
You started
oh my God.
Playing into the UFC octagon. Since you couldn't keep your hands on yourself.
Oh my God.
How long is he dragging this?
Yo, this nigga goes far. I ain't gonna lie, he went farther than I thought he did actually. Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
He ran in and leaped.
He
Fucking Rudy. Wait, when Rudy throw his hands up, I'm weak. Look, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Do I fight back? Do I fight back?
Look at Draymond shake his head. No, I ain't letting this nigga go. I ain't letting that nigga go.
I'm gonna choke you back.
Yeah, I can't go try to choke Draymond. Nah, buddy, it's done.
You're weak.
A choke link is crazy.
All right, so I mean, tell me y'all thoughts because I think I'm gonna be a little bit counter to what a lot of people are gonna say here because I was watching a lot of Undisputed, but I mean, Draymond chokes him out. I forgot about that. 5-game suspension. Klay Thompson, everybody else involved. Klay Thompson gets ejected. Jaden McDaniels gets ejected. Or is that Caden McDaniels? Or is that Aiden McDaniels?
No, it's Jaden.
Braden McDaniels?
Jalen McDaniels is another player.
Actually, I think that might be Jaden. I don't know. I can't tell you the difference between Jaden and Jalen. I really can't.
Jaden now.
Is it Jaden? Okay.
Yeah.
Waden?
Not that Jaden.
Caden?
I think it's later. But so, wait, which one was it? Jalen?
Jaden.
I think it's Jaden. Jaden
Okay.
McDaniels.
It's Jaden.
So, Klay and Jaden McDaniels get ejected. They get fined some money. All the money fines weren't the most, it didn't necessarily matter to me. Draymond got ejected and then suspended 5 games. Give me y'all sentiments, man.
The first thing that came to my mind, outside the live reaction on playback, was what would y'all do? I literally was happy as hell to see Ja tweet the smile emoji. I was literally like, Ja would have just aired that bitch out. Ja would have fucked them niggas up. He played the wrong one. Furthermore, Dre didn't want to play, and that's fine. That's fine. It was 2 minutes into the game, and honestly, less than 2 minutes into the game, and he saw 30 on the bench. He was like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, you want to pick shit? You want to start shit? I'm in it, nigga. He didn't want to play. Only got 5 games for it. You could argue it was worth it, to be honest. I'm just excited to see Draymond's career highlights at the end of his career, because I'm not going to lie. He has some of the best highlight reels of all time when you really think about it. That one clip where he just falls to the ground, and he just stands up and he just runs full steam and tackles the player is probably the top 10 funniest moment in life, bro. He literally, I wish I could show y'all a visual. He literally just gets up and just full speed tackles somebody. And it's just like, what was he even trying to do? Draymond a funny nigga. I think it was worth it.
Bro, that shit look pent up. That shit look hella pent up, bro. Like, he was waiting on that shit, bro. DPOI, huh? Defend this, pussy! He was waiting on that shit, bro.
I'm gonna be super honest. Obviously the suspension was warranted. Draymond is a repeat offender. He does a lot of wild shit. I'm surprised he's not suspended longer. But when you think about the money that he's missing out in these 5 games,
$789,000.
Yeah, so the money justifies it, I guess, in a way. No matter if they win the play-in, he still lost money. He's basically playing the play-in shit for free, the mid-season tournament shit for free, essentially. Or not even playing. He still
he could win it and still be down 200,000.
He's still down. But personally, the way I'm looking at it, I'm not mad at what Draymond did. Draymond, from his POV, he sees Rudy Gobert.
Point of view.
He just jumps in and grabs Klay. That's all he sees. Draymond is a hothead. Now, this notion of, Curry wasn't there, so Draymond said, fuck it. I hate that notion. I know Sage probably trolling, but that's the NBA Twitter side of things. He was defending Klay Thompson. This wasn't out of nowhere. Rudy went, grabbed Klay. Now, in hindsight, Rudy wasn't doing nothing crazy. He was just trying to, it looked like he was choking Klay, but he was trying to break it up.
He was choking Klay.
He choked Klay. But he went to defend his guy and did it the only way Draymond knows how. Choked the shit out that nigga. And that's hilarious. I have more criticism for Catton and Anthony Edwards. Them niggas is soft to me. I'm sorry. Any hope I had in the Timberwolves is lost. I see why Jimmy Butler don't want to play there. They're still soft. You can't turn a cat into a dog. He's just a cat. There's no way your center is being choked out and you're just sitting there holding arms as he's being choked relentless with his hands up in your face. Somebody should have socked him. Somebody should have socked him, and it would have been just – if Anthony Edwards socked him, he would have been a superstar today. Anthony Edwards haul off and punches the shit out of Draymond. He's an NBA superstar immediately. Cat with all the
into a dog too, right?
I guess not.
That's disgusting.
It's an ant. These guys are just. I mean, it's a soft league. It's a cookie cut league. I'm not surprised. But everybody upset with Draymond. People calling him a charlatan, a hooligan, a thug. Oh, I'm sick of these antics. You all start watching basketball in 2016. I'm not surprised. Grow up.
I'm out of town.
Like, I don't.
My coochie pink, my booty all brown.
That's crazy. I can live with the Eli's of the world crying about it. Y'all kids, that's cool. Once I see the guys that were in the league DDTing niggas out the air for a layup, oh no, this is egregious. Bill Laimbeer, I watched you drop kick Michael Jordan out the air for a layup.
When did he say something? He said something?
I'm not saying he said something. I'm just guys like that, guys that played in the era, because there are guys like that. There are those type of guys that are saying these comments that I did see. Like you old players, I was out there RKO and Michael Jordan out there. Hey man, that flagrant 2 is a regular foul in my day. All y'all crying about this is disgusting to me. Grow up.
What are some examples of players that have been like doing that? I haven't seen it.
Call him out.
Man, find your Twitter, man.
Oh, there it is.
Find your Twitter, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody in chat was like,
create the content at us.
You know, at least Cat wasn't kidding around. You know, so there's a good thing there. No, yeah, I mean, all these guys are pussies. You can tell them I said it. Tell them I straight up said it. I saw Klay Thompson and Caden McDaniels getting into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were settling it like men. It looked like it was finna be over. And then Rudy Gobert comes in as an attempt to get Klay Thompson off of him. Now, you got your own team, right? What team does he play for? What team does Ruby play for, right? He plays for the Timberwolves. Why are you not touching your man? I never understand that. Because what I saw, and most people won't bring this up. I remember back in the day, from when I was a young pup, a young Charles Barkley holding Larry Bird,
and Dr. J went psycho.
Right? Let me try to pull up that picture. For the kids that don't know, and it's gonna be a blurry picture. Trust me, this was in 80p, not 1080p, just 80p. This is Charles Barkley, Boston Celtics. They're getting into a little fricassee right here. Charles Barkley is holding Larry Bird. And then old Dr. J proceeds to give him a 1-2 buckle my shoe, right? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you Larry had to say the N-word. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You telling me that as my teammate, I'm just supposed to see Rudy Gobert, somebody that I already think is a bitch ass nigga, Braden McDaniels, 2-on-1, my teammate? Nah, man. I commend Draymond. Honestly, whatever fines he has to pay, I feel like the Warriors, the players, or the organization should give him that money back. And don't stop. Don't stop. Let him know. Take him from the free throw or the half court line to the free throw line. Yeah, I mean, I'm dead ass too. Because when I was what was I watching? I was watching Inside TNT and listening to what they said. And as soon as they showed that picture, Charles Barkley, oh yeah, I did do that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I did. That is what happened. I did do that shit. And Doc did sock that nigga. And I was like, yeah, Jaden McDaniels was in the perfect position to just give Klay one. Nah, something's gotta happen. You can't let that shit fly. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie.
I just thought this whole situation was crazy. That's all I really took away from it.
Fun. I miss these days. This is the game I loved. I miss this more fight nights, more Monday night NBA type shit and things of that nature. We need it.
I would want a Draymond on my team. People say that you're not supposed to have a Draymond on your team, or if you were Steph, yeah, would you be tired of the antics or all that stuff like that?
Steph ain't gonna do it. What the fuck?
Yeah, Steph gonna do it. Now, Rudy did say what Sage was alluding to, because 30 isn't playing. Draymond didn't want to play, so he went ahead and got out there. Is there any credibility to that, or is that just somebody who got sucker punched or they ass beaten? Now they just talking shit.
I'm not gonna lie, Rudy Gobert, he could have went. He could have went out there and said the sky is blue, and I could give two shits what he got to say. You were getting choked out, buddy. You was over there with your hands up to the sky, asking, "Woe is me, God help me." I don't care what you got to say, buddy. That man had you heamed up at 6. You 7 feet nothing, 230, 40, 50 pounds of nothing, and was getting choked the hell out. You're obviously salty. I'm not worried about what you got to say. Draymond choked you. Oh, 30 not there. He didn't want to play. You didn't want to play either when he had his arms around you. What happened when he let you go? Nothing. You just laid there.
You see, I'm a troll. I would have hit that nigga with a backpack stunner right then and there. Nigga, hold on. I'm like, all right, we going to the ground, nigga. I'm 7 feet. I know. I'm hit the ground first.
Now there was another 7-footer behind him, and Cat didn't do a damn thing.
That part.
That part.
He held his arm. Hey, come on, Draymond. Hey, bro, come on, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, Dray.
Yeah, if I was mad at somebody, I'm not really mad at Jaden considering it was him and Clay's altercation off rip. Kai McDaniels, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mad at Kai necessarily, but it's definitely Cat. If we were like taking this to the real life aspect of things, Cat's off his shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's
Anthony was too. Ant was there. He was right there. He was right there, man.
I gotta rewatch it, and I fuck with it, so I gotta rewatch it.
I am watching it right now. Yeah, I'm about to pull it back up. I just don't even understand what they were doing because Cat looks like he has a face of somebody that's he has a face of look at his face.
Ant's right there on him. Ant's guard. He's grabbing his arm.
Look at Cat's face. Cat has the face of somebody who's trying. You know, when you push it something real hard,
like he half-assed it. He Kira. I'm all right. He is Kira because he right there. He could have did more. Obviously,
both of them ain't your best two players.
Ant lackadaisical. Cat look like he trying to move something.
Ant looking for somebody else to help. Nigga, you swing on him.
He trying to be professional and shit about it. So it's I just care a little bit.
What is this? I'm all right. Let's dissect this. I'm sorry. I just want to show y'all. No, because
I can't say too much. Because if I was in that situation, I'd be flustered as shit. I'd be in that situation. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, we're gonna do Ant's hands next. But you see Cat's arm. This is one of Cat's arms. I'm assuming the other one is on Draymond's back. We go a little bit further.
Yeah,
and it's on Gobert's arm. Yeah, it's on Gobert's arm. So then he takes that arm. And then he's kind of on his chest.
I'm about to say he's locked it in. Now it's really hinged in. Rudy's gonna tap. My God.
So he's holding Rudy's arm still. And then I guess he really realizes, I guess I can't. Draymond is
insane.
He got it's really locked in at that point.
Cat's trying.
It's trying. Like fuck the troll chat right here. It's genuinely locked in. It's genuinely locked.
You know
this nigga
it's genuinely cooked.
If you back it up a little
flexed up, dog.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? If you back up a little bit, Rudy don't start throwing his hands up until he realizes Cat is grabbing him. If you back it up, when Cat grabs Rudy, that's when Rudy hands go. Who are you grabbing me?
Hey, Dumbo, I'm about to give Rudy some credibility. Yeah, I'm about to give Rudy some credibility in a minute because it don't look like he was getting heamed up over.
Okay, Draymond, he is looking like he's trying to bear hug both of them.
Yo, can I help you?
What? Okay, so Cat, why are you trying to pull Rudy? But he's being choked this way. You pulling him two ways.
Yo, his neck is about to be split apart.
Yeah, it looks like Cat is helping jump Rudy. Like in this freeze frame, you would assume they're doing this together.
Oh my God, especially when you
when he's looking at him, he's looking right at Rudy.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, nigga, remember that practice? Yeah.
Okay, so he finally gets his hands on Draymond Green.
He's about to pass out.
And doesn't really choke Draymond Green. Just kind of make sure, hey, this is on your shoulder, this is on your chest.
Draymond tucked his chin. Nah, Draymond been watching too much UFC. He tucked his chin as soon as Cat's hand came up. Nigga.
And
I'm the only one choking out here.
Ant he got behind everybody at this. He's done.
Ant was like, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, Ant was thinking of the game. That's my.
What was Ant supposed to do? Genuine question. Was he supposed to choke back Draymond?
Punch Draymond.
Punch the shit out of Draymond.
Okay.
That was grounds to beat the shit out of Draymond. And I'll say this: if I'm Rudy Gobert, I'm asking for a trade because them niggas don't like you.
I give you.
They do not like you, and I don't feel safe. There's no way I'm going into battle trying to help you, Jaden, getting tossed and turned around by Clay, and then I get jumped by my own teammates again. Remember last year? When he tried to sock whoever it was in the huddle, they tried to jump him in the huddle. The Timberwolves tried to jump him last year. So they don't like him. I'm asking for a trade. I can't play basketball here. Y'all got my back.
I'll propose a devil's advocate argument that but I don't think this really applies for Cat, but it does somewhat apply for Ant. What universe do we have where if Ant and or Cat just two-piece the shit out of Draymond, I'm pretty positive someone would come on First Take, Undisputed, Keep It a Buck, and talk about, yo, you're a star player. You ain't supposed to do that. Niggas like Draymond do that, so a motherfucker like you gets ejected. You gotta be smarter. Da, da, da. Do y'all still would y'all feel that way if Ant had really swung? Cat, I think, is different personally because Cat's had the moniker of being soft for like years. So at that point, that would kind of help him. But a guy like Anthony Edwards, are we dead ass like that, or is it a little
I'm not gonna lie.
there? A little.
I feel like it'll be split. You'll have the people who are, the softies of the world who are saying, "Oh no, man, you're a star player, man. You let the 11th man do that, man. You don't do that, man." You have those people, and then you have the people who, had men to raise them and help them influence their lives. So they'll tell you this probably helps his legacy. All the people that say he's cut from the same cloth as Jordan, this helps that case. Like I said, he's a superstar. I understand you're saying, oh, people are gonna knock him and say he's being a hoodlum. Then on the inverse, hey, niggas are sick of Draymond. Everybody would be like, okay, this is anybody else. I feel that. Draymond's a delinquent. And this is coming off Draymond already talking shit to Ant and Ant giving him 30. So you giving him 30 on top of a 3-piece no biscuit, you're a hood legend. You are they're going to excuse that. And it's justified because everybody feels the choking was unjust by Draymond. So if you're going to sit there and put my mans on a full Nelson, this isn't basketball no more. You're liable to get a shot off. Now with Cat, you're right. He's soft, so the notion of him being soft gets changed. That helps him. But with Ant, I don't think it's you're a superstar, act like it. It's oh no, he cut from Jordan Claw for real. Jordan was punching teammates. He punching other teams.
True. I gotta present the context for Ant as well. But I guess, for example, what do y'all think LeBron should do in that situation? He should piece up Draymond as well.
Why not?
Well, they're friends. I mean, they're friends. Like they're actually friends.
Okay. Let's say they weren't friends. Draymond is just Dylan Brooks. So let's say Dylan Brooks doing this. And for some reason, Dylan Brooks was really in the gym this season, choking the fuck out of Rudy Gobert, and LeBron right there.
Why not
punch
let it
that
fly?
nigga in the face? Yeah. Punch that nigga in the face.
I think in reality he doesn't, but I think the judgment is still the same. Look, I can already tell how this is gonna go, but I think this is like a totally different situation than any other situation. This is physical violence. Like in reality, even though he said it was blown, was that Markieff or Marcus? When Jokic ran into Marcus Morris's back, Marcus Morris's back, I think, but I mean, he gave him an injury that sidelined him, for a couple.
Downplayed that hit. That hit was crazy.
Yeah, and we're talking about physical violence. Like the whiplash could have really like fucked him up even more than what it did. But if I'm not mistaken, he didn't play basketball for months. Now he comes back and says it wasn't necessarily that, but he didn't play basketball for months after that whiplash. This nigga has his arm around his neck. Like this is an actual physical act of violence. Mm-hmm. Get him off him. Do a better job than
looking for security.
Yeah, come on, bro. That's too much. An actual act of violence? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, choking out your mans is where I agree with y'all, by the way. I was playing devil's advocate for a second, if I see one of y'all getting choked out and y'all see me standing there like half-ass pushing the nigga or not doing anything, yep, I'm a bitch at that point. I'm a bitch at that point, bro. Either that or, as Damo said, don't rock with you for real. And at that point, time to go. So it sounds like some troll shit, but truthfully, if I'm going to go Bear, I might be thinking of a trade type shit. The only argument is if I'm fully bought in to the idea that Ant and Cat just didn't want to get ejected.
Are Ant and Draymond friends?
I don't.
Oh, they was talking crazy the other day.
I haven't heard anything like that. I've seen them together. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that. I mean, with LeBron, they're known to be friends.
They're not on good terms.
Yeah, Draymond and LeBron, we know that, but you just never know who's friends with who.
Oh, well, you said Ant and Draymond,
NBA,
right?
Yeah, Ant and Draymond. In today's NBA, you can kind of tell them niggas that are friends in terms of they come on each other's podcasts. They're swapping jerseys. The interactions post game,
Kissing.
low key, touching tips, going meet to meet type shit.
Yeah.
You can tell who's like friends,
Crazy
who
reach.
admires type shit. I don't think that's the case with them, especially after that last game. That didn't sound friendly.
Can I ask you something? Do y'all think when people watch us on playback, do you think they watch us for like deep analytical breakdowns on the game, or they come for the comedic? Oh well, they come for the comedic watch of the game, like how we just interact with the dumb shit.
I feel like we've somewhat hoed ourselves, so we're in a position where we have to be both. Not that we can be analytical, but mainly comedic. I feel like some people genuinely like the fuck off.
Hell yeah.
But I hope majority of them are, if they had to pick a side, comedic. I hope niggas ain't tuning in for it.
I would assume ever since the playback game where we laughed when Buddy got stepped on, when he got landed on, that set the tone for we are here for comedic value. You're not about to get no deep analytical bag talk. You're not about to get we're about to laugh at the fact that Buddy got hit in his face, and then this nigga Chet said, I'm gonna dunk on him, and then lands on his face. We're laughing at that.
Yeah, so see, this play right here is the elevator flop. So when he comes around the pin screen, he's no, we're not doing that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Straight
biases, agendas, blatant hate, slander. That's what they're there for. They're there for the Zods.
Speaking of biases and agendas and straight slander, not gonna lie, the rest of the season, you three niggas got it. Anything I say on the Trailblazers is cap. I watched another game. The way that they played against Jet, they just play like that. I'm good. I'm good. I've seen enough.
Well,
you know what? I'll tune in for the Scoot highlights, dog, and that will be my takes on Scoot. If that makes me a smashable, nice. I can't do it. I can't.
Somebody said in our comments, Omar, your takes sound like you watched just like the box score or whatever. But with that being said, I just want to ask you, Sage. All right, so you see the way they playing. How is anybody supposed to? How is anybody supposed to do that?
And that's the main reason. But niggas are not gonna want to hear it. So I'll deep dive because you asked. For those that are like concerned as to why I'm really quitting, they just run. I hate y'all, bro. Now I get it. They just run. Like Damo thought I was like doing too much when I was calling it out. It's just 14-second offense, no sets, no screens, no nothing. Whoever took the ball up is passing to the corner or going to the basket. And if that corner three is open, it's flying. If it's not open, they're passing to the wing and the wing person drives. And it's that on repeat the entire time. I know they're not the healthiest at the moment. Damo told me when Brogdon's there, they actually are a bit more not stupid. Can't do it. I ain't gonna lie. I still can't do it, bro. It was memeably. I'm counting down 14-10. 14-0 repetitively in playback. They proceed to literally shoot the ball every time. All right, so now I'm like, okay, maybe I am doing too much. Let me count how many times they actually passed the ball more than 3 times a possession. It didn't happen.
Yeah,
it literally, literally did not happen. I'm good, bro. I'm not judging Scoot Henderson off of a season on a team like that. Now, is this disappointing regardless? Yes. Is that technically a judgment? And technically, yeah, contradicting myself, I guess. But I'm not calling bro a bust in this shit. Like, what the fuck is this, bro?
We also tried to cross-reference it with another game, and like 5 possessions in, they got to a possession under 10 seconds. So it wasn't just every game. Saw Nuggets isolate for a quick second there, you know what I'm saying? Give the ball in the post, 7 seconds left. Type shit.
Yeah, it was like 5 plays in and Denver did it. Crazy.
Yeah.
I felt like I was watching a high school basketball game. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's what that shit looked like. But
awful.
Speaking of the other games that we watched on playback, we did see a young Tyrese Haliburton go crazy. He did go pretty nuts. Watched him play Philadelphia in season game. 33, a block, 2 steals, 15 assists on a remarkable 80% from the free throw line, 58% from 3, and 61% from the field. Probably got to stop slandering him. There's been a lot of conversation on the timeline though about winner lost the trade, and I think that's a
They
lot
brought
of
that back up. Oh shit! I didn't see
yeah. I think it's a lot of cope from a lot of people. I want to put this to bed. We'll just go one down the line. Bezos and then Damo and then Sage. Bezos, do you think there was a winner, a loser of this trade, or do you think this was a dead even trade?
I'm gonna be honest with you. As good as Tyrese has been, I just like the fact that the Kings made a decision with that pick, with that trade. Excuse me. So going all in on the De'Aaron Fox era with Sabonis, I still think is a good decision for the next couple of years. Now, is it gonna pan into anything? I still don't think so. So maybe 7 years after, when the Kings haven't won anything and Tyrese is still balling, we can look back and say, hey, they probably should have kept Tyrese in that regard. But I'm still not too mad at the trade. Like the Kings needed some winning in their fucking franchise, dog. The same way I feel about the Knicks and what they've been doing over the last couple of years. Sometimes you just need a couple winning seasons under your belt, dog. So
okay, Damo.
What was the question?
Was this trade a win, lose?
The Haliburton trade?
Yeah.
I still view it as a win-win. Sabonis isn't a bum. Sabonis is an all-star caliber big. He's still playing phenomenally. And De'Aaron's not bad either. Like, De'Aaron is, I mean, I can understand people are putting Tyrese over De'Aaron. I'm one of those people. But the gap isn't huge. I said it at the time. I don't think they traded the right point guard, but I'm glad they traded a point guard. I'm glad they decided to make a move. I said that on this channel at that time.
Yeah.
I'm glad they made a move. Yeah, they didn't trade the worst point guard. Cool. They still have an all-star caliber point guard. It's not that bad. And it fits and it works, and the Kings look great, and they're built around Fox, who, regardless if they have Fox or Reese, they'll play a similar type of way or type of style in terms of game speed and playing up and down. Okay, if you feel that way, cool. I still see it as a win-win. I seen a nigga Low saying it wasn't a win-win, or he retweeted Eli saying it wasn't a win-win, maybe. But motherfuckers saying, "Oh, this wasn't a win-win in all actuality." When you really look, like, shut up, bro. Like, they got Buddy Hield and Tyrese. It worked for them. Literally, the Kings got to the playoffs the first time. What seems to be in all our lives for real since we were in diapers. The Kings are back in the playoffs and relevant. They're lighting the beam all over the place. It's fun to watch them. It's a win-win.
It can be a win-win, but it's a lowercase W compared to an all caps W, and here's why. I'm not gonna lie. We're the conversation's too geared towards just talking about who's better between Haliburton and Fox. For me personally, the reason why the Kings get, like, it was cool for the moment, and it's still technically a win, I suppose, but it's nothing compared to what the Pacers got, which is Tyrese. It's the fact that, like I said initially, you're gonna have to build off of the Sabonis trade, and it's not looking like it's gonna happen. And on top of that, question marks about Sabonis are way earlier than a lot of people want to credit for, and that's my main issue with talking about this. If we're gonna look at this trade again, that's my main issue, because if Fox and Sabonis aren't going to realistically do anything, which a lot of us expected, but they're also not going to add a piece to that door as well. And now you're going to tell me that the Indiana Pacers may already, in 2 years after, have the better player and arguably better future. That's a crazy problem. So, yeah, I think the Kings definitely don't get loser of the week. Let's slander them.
Yeah,
because De'Aaron Fox is a fantastic player. It literally Monday, y'all were telling me he's better than John Morant, and Ja's one of them ones. So that goes to show. And Sabonis is still, for the most part, an all-star forward. But the Pacers got a bright future for the Kings to not win anything. And we can make the things relative to what the Kings were in their Kings franchise overall, and that's fine. But we're talking about just two franchises making a move, making a transaction. The Pacers looking like they definitely won the trade, even though it's not bad for the Kings.
I can assume. Can I assume that if this was the inverse, would the conversation still be the same? If they traded Fox for Sabonis, would the sentiment still be the same? Because I feel like both these teams would still be in the same situations that they're in now.
And Fox was a dude going off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if Fox is going off and you still have these pieces around them, they play in terms of tempo. They both play a fast tempo, so it's going to be the same in terms of play style. And it's not like obviously Fox isn't the playmaker that Haliburton is,
Shooter.
but you don't. I mean, his shooting isn't nothing to sneeze at. I mean, the efficiency obviously isn't there, but in terms of his mid range game, I feel like he's a better mid range jump shooter. I feel like he's definitely a better.
Darren's still a better scorer.
Yeah, better scorer. He's a better jump shooter. He has a better in between game. He's a better 3-level scorer. Tyrese is just very capable and can get a bucket, but I feel like De'Aaron's a better scorer. The playmaking value in terms of passing will lean towards Reese, but I don't think the gap is astronomical compared to a guy like Fox versus a guy like Tyrese Maxey, as the super chat wanted to say. If we're talking about Tyrese Maxey, I feel like the gap between him and Haliburton is way bigger playmaking wise than De'Aaron and Haliburton. So De'Aaron will still be an all-star level looking guard in the East, playing on the Pacers that will presume to have a better future. I just think it'll be an argument about who's the better player, I guess.
Nah, so to answer the question, no, I would say the Kings definitely won the trade then. I'm pretty consistent with that because Tyrese just simply has higher upside. I think the playmaking talent Tyrese has, that's something that you could even argue at some point that's just uncoachable. Like some shit you just got or you don't. It's the type player you are. And with Fox, he's a better scorer at the moment. And I'm not going to act like Fox is fucking 30. He's a young point guard as well. But if you're telling me that I have to bet on the future of, hey, can Tyrese Haliburton get to a level of a scorer that De'Aaron Fox is, or De'Aaron Fox can get to a level of a passer that Tyrese is, you know the answer. So at that point in time, I'm like, okay, Tyrese may even enhance what the Kings have going on right now. A lot of people, we need to talk about that as well. If a better playmaker is on the Kings, and the Kings had a fantastic year, let's not get it twisted. Literally, statistically greatest offense of all time or some shit, like fantastic. But if I'm talking long term, because we're talking about the trade years after, so we're talking about a conversation long term, not immediate results. I'm definitely saying, oh yeah, if they had traded Fox and Fox was going off, but Tyrese still looked the exact same way, hell yeah, I'm definitely saying the Kings won the trade.
But you got to go ahead.
I think the only reason why I would have the Kings as won the trade is because they ended up getting a top 3 big in the league. That's the only way I could say that. You end up with a guy, who's in those conversations of upper echelon big men. You know what I'm saying? To pair with a still all-star caliber guard. You said, is he?
I might be semantic saying it, but
no, I mean, who would you have as like in the big position that's better than him?
AD Jokic.
I'm gonna stop you right there, buddy. Can't be AD. No, it can't be AD. I just saw AD score 9 points against this guy. It can't be AD. It can't be that fraud. It can't be that guy. It can't be that guy. It can't be that guy. 9 points, 9 rebounds. It can be all those other guys. I just know it can't be AD. Is that fair to say?
Hey, if you want to overreact, you can overreact. It wasn't too long ago when you were telling. Wait, hold on. It wasn't too long ago, like literally 3 pods ago, when you were sitting up here telling me AD should be All NBA first team over Jason Tatum. 3 pods ago. So.
That's because I'm biased against Jason Tatum, but I'm speaking the truth when I say this. I saw the game last night, man. 68% from the field for Sabonis, 29, 16, 7, 3 steals, a block. Then I saw Anthony Davis.
Me and Sage did talk about it on Bleacher Report. Them AD stinkers be stinking. So it's just a stinker. It's a stinker. It's not who AD is on an average basis.
But it's crazy because we talked about like, why don't we hold Kawhi accountable? We got the opportunity, man. Let's hold some of these players accountable. Anthony Davis. No?
I mean, no, everyone holds AD accountable. Everybody has their tweets in the drafts ready to cook the AD whenever he has a bad game, but he'll drop 33 straight nights or 20 and 20 or 8 blocks, and then talk about it. That nigga, it maybe it's the Laker fan in me. I'm pretty sure it's not. Is he not the guy right now to hate? Is he not the guy? Yeah. Is he not the guy to make
James Harden?
James Harden?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest player. I think it's more
Nigga's
AD.
tripping.
I think
No,
it's more
you're
AD.
tripping, right?
Am I tripping? I
Yes.
guess I'm tripping.
Because he's
I
the
guess
next.
I'm
The
tripping.
amount of NBA videos I saw when they went 0-5, dog.
Yes,
I sort of
I
got
wanna
had
hear
8 options to choose from. Bro.
Harden,
God
Yeah,
damn.
he is up next in this conversation.
No,
Yes.
no. Hard.
James-
I am not acting like it's AD James Harden. No, I think it's literally one or the other.
No,
I
it's
just think-
James Harden.
It's-
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. It's James Harden, probably like Russell Westbrook, Jordan Poole.
Nah.
No,
It's going Draymond right now.
yeah, Draymond. It's a couple niggas before.
Okay, well now we're just
I ain't
talking
gonna
about the guy that's recently in the media. Then that
No, people hate Draymond, Sage. Like a lot of people hate Draymond.
Yes.
I was going to say, Sage, in terms of Lakers / LeBron fans, yes, I would say AD is being scapegoated, or people just are quick to blame AD. In terms of the casual or just NBA fans, no, I think I'm with them. Harden definitely gets more hate. I do agree. Draymond gets a shit ton of hate in terms of just from his fans and everybody else in the league and even former players. Draymond gets a ton of hate. I can see where you're coming from in terms of Laker fans and LeBron fans. Other than that, nah.
Okay. I'll be alone. I'm not necessarily changing my opinion. I'll be alone.
I will say this about the Tyrese thing.
Yeah,
I think it's just hurting a little bit more because Tyrese got really good really fast. If he had this ascension maybe 4 or 5 years after the trade, I don't think Kings fans will be tripping. But it's the fact that the second year Tyrese is averaging 25 and 13 already as a first option on a playoff team. It's like, oh,
Let me.
I don't think that's Kings fans that are tripping. I think it's a bunch of niggas
playoff team.
Pacers.
What?
The Pacers are a
They-
playoff team.
I mean, they were on pace to be a
They're
playoff
on
team
pace.
before Reese got
They're
hurt
on
last year.
pace. They
No,
gotta
no.
make the playoffs. They gotta make the playoffs. Let's pump our brakes.
But I don't think Kings fans are the ones with those problems. From the Kings fans that I know, from being a guy that lived in Sac, the Kings fans that I talked to,
Hey yo.
I just had to, just had to put that out there. But from what I've heard from them, no one is tripping on Tyrese being good. They're proud Tyrese Haliburton is good. They're happy with the fact that they have a playoff team. They're winning games, and De'Aaron Fox is an All NBA player, so they're comfortable with that. They are comfortable. They're okay. Yeah. It's a bunch of niggas from the outside looking in, a bunch of people who aren't Kings fans coming up with these narratives of, oh my god, imagine if they would have. Like that's all non-Kings fans.
So that's my next thing to say.
The wrong word. But go ahead.
That's my next thing to say in this conversation. Are we having these conversations 3 years down the line if Tyrese is putting up these numbers, but the Kings as a team are making like deep playoff pushes? Hell, maybe like fuck it. If they sneak in a finals, are we still like with this exact core? Are we still like, oh yeah, they lost this trade?
Hell no. That's why I think at this point it's favorable for Indiana, because Tyrese is looking like he's going to be scary good. Like at this point, it's just a matter of if you're going to watch the guy in Indiana or not. Tyrese is looking like he's going to be ridiculously good because he's this good this fast. If Tyrese was having these seasons, even next year, arguably, I'd be more cool off of it. I'm calling it a lowercase win to a double case win, all cap win right now. But if this is like year 4, year 5, Tyrese, fuck no. That's just at that point you're one of those people that like whoever had the better player by the time someone retires, it's a better trade. And to a degree, that's consistent a little bit, but not in this situation.
Even if Tyrese is out here being second in MVP voting and is just racking up the individual awards. If
they're a 41-win team.
Yeah, if the Pacers are a first-round exit play-in team, even with him being the best player in the NBA, as long as De'Aaron Fox is also an All-NBA player still an All-Star, and that Sabonis as well, as long as Sabonis is sustaining a level of being a top 3, top 5 big in the West, top 3, top 5 big in the game type of player, and this team is going second round, conference finals here, conference finals there, as Omar said, fuck around, sneak into a finals. Bro, no, this is beyond a conversation. Like, people are going to understand you had 2 great point guards. You traded one. It was a coin flip on who you trade. Because I believe with how they run their offense with Sabonis, if they keep Haliburton's not giving you 12, 13 assists a game. Sabonis is averaging 7, 8 assists playing alongside De'Aaron, and De'Aaron's averaging 6 assists. So they're playmaking in the tandem versus playmaking just being from one guy. You put De'Aaron on the Pacers in this game, and he's just told to be the point guard. I'm pretty sure he's going to, I'm not going to say 12 assists, but I think he's giving you 8, 9. Yeah, I think he's going to give you a higher level of assists than he is now playing next to Sabonis. And I think Haliburton's going to suffer a little. Now, I still think he'll give you 9, 8, maybe 10.
I think
it'll look a lot different than what it looks like now. He's not going to be a 23, 24, and 13 guy. He's going to be a 22 and 10, 22 and 9 guy.
I do want to ask y'all, what would Tyrese have to do for the Kings to be like, oh, we fucked up? Because I understand it's not a one-to-one comparison, but with the Hawks and Trey and Luka, I understand the Hawks haven't made it to a finals run, but there's still a level of playoff success there. And we're sitting here like there's a big enough talent gap to say. Well, but they should have picked Luka.
But if you ask a lot of people, especially like Atlanta fans, real Atlanta fans, not me, but if you ask a lot of people, I mean, the way they look at it, the results. Hey, they got a Western Conference Finals appearance. We got an Eastern Conference. they've got a Western Conference Finals appearance. We've got a Eastern Conference Finals appearance. Like, I'm truly good where I'm at right now. It's not no different. I don't know.
I mean, Hawks fans are gonna ride for their team regardless. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay. If not for Kings fans, just general public type shit.
Even at the end of the day, like if that's all it ends up being, let's say they end up, I mean, 1 or 2 all NBA selections off from each other, whatever. But if their peaks were whenever the Mavs made the Western Conference Finals last or 2 years ago, and then the Hawks 3 years ago, whatever. If that's the peak of it, who gives a fuck at that point? I ain't gonna lie. It's a win-win trade. Like, you got a guy that served your purpose, sold you tickets, boosted your jersey sales, boosted your memberships or whatever, and so did you on the other side. Like, honestly, who gives a fuck? I'm
about to say there's nothing he can do because it's all dependent on how successful the Kings are. If the Kings are seen as a successful team in this next era of basketball, or this next generation of basketball, no one cares. But if they peaked at first round exit against the Warriors from now on, and De'Aaron Fox isn't an all-NBA player, then we have a conversation because Reese doesn't even have to do anything. He just has to be astronomically better than De'Aaron Fox. But in a world where even he is slightly or astronomically better than De'Aaron Fox, as long as De'Aaron is still good, Sabonis is still good, that team is still good, it's not going to matter. This is not going to be This isn't going to be us looking at the 2016 Thunder thinking, if you just had Harden. It's not going to be that. I don't think it'll be that.
I would just disagree before you go, Sage. I would just like to disagree because I think in this situation, it wouldn't be like the AD trade for the Lakers where, like, I don't give a fuck how Brandon Ingram gets. As we got that chip. In this hypothetical scenario, if the Kings just never win, and there's, again, that's why I'm asking what would Tyrese need to do? And there's this dude that is putting up numbers and is producing at a significantly higher rate than De'Aaron that might have pushed you over that hump, might have won you a championship one year. That's why I'm asking, like, again, what would Tyrese need to do to be like, okay, we made a mistake, bro. We made a mistake. Even if De'Aaron Fox is a perennial All-NBA caliber player, this is extreme, but if Tyrese ends up being a perennial MVP candidate, 3-time MVPs in a row, you wouldn't look at that and say, all right, made a mistake, bro.
Not if the Pacers aren't doing anything. My fault, but no, not if the Pacers aren't doing anything with it. If he's that level of player and they're a 41-win team, then what are we talking about? It's not worth it. I don't think that greatness is equivalent to getting wins. I don't think that greatness is, this is what's going to push me over the hump. That what De'Aaron was lacking. Nah, that's just a guy putting up numbers on the team where he has to. And it's not equating anything. When Luka's going crazy with his numbers, the Mavs are a historic offense, and they get to the conference finals. That's the difference. If he's that, we have a conversation. But if he's playing still, 7th seed, 6th seed, first round exit, I don't think that's enough.
I think there's 2 things Tyrese can do. One, one's unrealistic, insanely overachieve with the Indiana Pacers this season. If the Pacers go on to an Eastern Conference Finals, 2 years removed from the trade, I want to say, that's ridiculous at that point in time. That means they've not only made it further than the Kings, he would most likely be clearly better than De'Aaron Fox at that point in time. and they would have exceeded expectations, which leads into the second point. If Tyrese is so much better than De'Aaron Fox, not necessarily even if he doesn't have success, I disagree with Omar and Damo there, but if you look at Tyrese Haliburton and you look at the roster you have currently, and you literally go, if we swapped them, we'd win a chip, then you fucked up. At that point, you 100% fucked up. No offense, I don't see how y'all disagree with that. If Tyrese gets to a level where you look at your roster top to bottom and you're like, damn, Tyrese just fits this core and makes us go from first round, maybe second round to finals minimum. If that ever happens, they lost without a shadow of a doubt.
And I'm not saying that you like that's not a possibility in this world. One,
Yeah,
I just
extremes,
don't. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
I would
extreme.
say I don't ultimately see that. And then two, that's where we get into this like super rabbit holey. Oh man, like what would Tyrese Haliburton's development look like? Because we just talked about it. Is Tyrese Haliburton the same Tyrese Haliburton playing with Domantas Sabonis? Probably not. So we get into this game of hindsight is 2020, or what ifs, or what's the past, or whatever the case may be. I mean, from 2006 to 2023, the Kings didn't see a playoff berth at all. They traded him, and I'm not saying this is the direct cause, but they traded him for Sabonis, and they see a playoff berth.
Yeah.
Hey man, at the end of the day, 16 seasons, without sniffing the playoffs, and you make it. These are wins. These are wins. We can build from there and never look back. If you let go of a guy who, hey, there's a world, somebody could come up and argue, but Tyrese could have got us to the finals. Hey man, that's perfectly fine. We just didn't go down that path, and we'll just never know. It's possible. It's also possible we could have went 16 more seasons without sniffing the playoffs.
Right. The Kings are that franchise that notoriously, since Tyreek and Boogie by most fans, fucked up the draft a lot. All I'm saying, and I'll let someone else have last word, all I'm saying is if Tyrese were to become that extremely great, and I hope he does. I like more stars in the league. But if he does get that great, that's just another name in the Kings video that's going to be talked about. And it's literally going to go, I can see the formatting of it. The Kings drafted X player, Y player, Z player, X player, Y player, Z player. They finally got a good stretch of draft picks, but then they traded arguably the best player in their franchise history, ... So
I don't think that video hits the same because they broke the playoff curse.
Yeah, fair enough to a certain degree, but yeah.
Well, since we're doing predictions, man, let's worry about tonight. All right, let's worry about tonight, man. And I wanna shout out the sponsor of this podcast, PrizePicks. All right, shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this podcast, lovely basketball podcast. But PrizePicks is the best, the easiest, very easy way to win money and play daily fantasy sports. If you are in a valid state, all right, they got an app, they got a website. I will show you guys the website right now, and we'll make some picks. All right, the game is very simple, more or less. They got different sports on here. They even got some esports on here. But we're gonna rock with the NBA tonight. We'll go with points. It looks like the only game tonight, at least on here, is Golden State versus OKC.
We got to put some of these forwards at more. I think Chet is going to actually have a good game.
Check in more. Yeah, check in more.
Because the enforcer's not guarding him.
No Draymond, Golden State, 14. Easy.
Did Clay get suspended or not?
No.
Obviously.
He's right. Nah, it's just Dre.
Nah, Draymond's the only guy that got suspended in the whole choke out debacle.
Okay. J-Dub, more? Another forward? Guard
I ain't
forward.
gonna lie. I mean, who else? That's you dropped 50
What
tonight.
is that points?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, 15 and a half points.
What's Josh Giddey's rebounds?
Josh Giddey's rebounds is at 6.5.
Oh my god.
Personally, I would say whatever Wiggins' rebounds are, go for the more on that one.
More on Wiggins' rebound, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go to PRA
More
real quick.
Wiggins.
Chris Paul is at 28.5.
Yeah,
he said the less on
Clay, PRA.
Yeah, the less
Yeah,
on
the
Clay.
less on Clay.
PRA.
PRA.
26.5. Yeah, I can see that.
That's
Okay.
cool. That's cool.
That's cool right there.
That's
All right.
the risky one though. He's going to get
Put
the
in the
green
column
light.
30. 30's cool. 30's cool. And then you just press this button right here. Boom. Place entry. And the entry is placed. All right. And thanks to PrizePicks, if you guys use code LKIAB, they will match up to $100, 100%. So if you put 50, they'll give you 50. If you put in 20, they'll give you 20. If you put in 1, they'll give you 1. Whatever you put in, as long as it's under $100, they will match it. So links will be in the description for that and in the pinned comments. And shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this podcast.
I don't want to kill them too much longer, especially because we're not gonna. You gonna leave the thing, the banner?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to kill these guys too much, simply because we didn't kill AD the way we really killed AD. We saw Damo was quiet on that one, but Clippers dropped another game. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty close.
It was a good game.
Yeah, it was a close game. You know, I think Jokic was playing around, and
that's what I forgot to add, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I think we found our new
in the league this year. Doncic right there. 27 points from Luke.
That
gotta add the PG brick on there, man.
Yeah, roll the clip.
The PG wedgie, but it's not on there though.
Friend of the show, family of the show. Legend of Winning says the Clippers spent $200 million on a roster and they still need Kawhi to play like a top 7 player to win games. The problem is Kawhi might not be that anymore. I mean, like I said, we saw a good game. I mean, the guarding of Jokic was laughable. He was just honestly playing around out there, but we saw a good game. I mean, now that we're here though with you know, the Clippers, do we have anything to just put a bow on what's going on there? James Harden, 21 points last game, 4 assists, 2 boards, 46% from the field.
I mean, I'm still for Kawhi being held accountable, but listen, the offense looked fine last game, bro. It was the defense, that specifically from the big man position, man. I understand Jokic didn't even have a great night, but he still put up 32, was a monster on the glass, put up like 8 assists or something. And then if it's not Jokic, Aaron Gordon was eating down there. I don't know what to tell you. It was like was it 8 out of 10, 20 points or something. So yeah, interior defense is still a problem for them. And I think they signed Daniel Tice today, so that was a good little pickup for them. But I don't think that's still changing anything though. So
same. I pretty much relatively say the same thing. The only thing that does is in NBA discourse doesn't live and die by Lowe's takes. But if the conversation is shifting, that's weak. But at least I'll give you guys a little bit of credit and be like, okay, well, y'all are saying this ain't Kawhi anymore. Fair enough. But if we're still gonna have the takes that we have typically about Kawhi, then yeah, so be it. But if we're shifting from who Kawhi is mostly perceived as to, yeah, he's not even like when healthy, he's not even like top 7 anymore. He's not even top 10 no more. If that's the shift, it's kind of weak after 14, 10, whatever ish games they played. But all right, then fair enough. I'm not gonna necessarily keep that same take. At that point, it's not the same situation. It's just alarming that a lot of people dunk on Harden. That's why I said he was up there earlier. And yet again, he's not playing bad. Fun fact, James Harden even shot mid-ranges, right? Like, it's just like, what the fuck up with this guy? So I don't know how you fix this without just someone has to go, in my personal opinion. I don't know how you fix this.
Because I think, well, Damo definitely left. This is something that me, Sage, and B Soul saw. And this is why I can't give blame to Ty Lue, because I promise you, he is working with what he has. We saw a lot of this last night.
Yes, bro.
And it was a hard to comprehend, because when we first saw it, it was just so it was more egregious than this. So what I want to highlight here, James Harden at the top of the key. It looks like Norman Powell setting the screen. PJ Tucker is on the opposite wing there. But this is like Zubac, and not necessarily the dunker spot, but literally on top of Terrence Mann. There was one time where Norman Powell.
Yeah, this ain't even doing it justice.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not. There was a time where Norman Powell and like Kawhi were in the same positions as Terrence Mann and Zubac right here. But
like next to each other, though. Like next to each other. Like shoulder to shoulder type shit.
And Norman Powell's foot was on the out of bounds line on the baseline. And after I just thought about it for a second, I was like, man, they are just really catering to not that guy James Harden anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not that guy that we have to fabricate this much spacing because he's the best isolation player on the team. Maybe this is some I really don't even understand what this was. Ty Lue was working with the best that he has, but this is just not a roster that's made to win. And like Biso said, I mean, it kind of worked, but this is just not a roster that's constructed to win basketball games. I just don't know. That looks crazy. That looked crazy.
Harden or not Harden.
Yeah, I have a picture on my phone right now of Terrence Mann and Norman Powell standing directly side by side. And the only thing that doesn't do it justice is that they're hunched over because I whipped out my phone a little too late. But they were literally at one point, I can only trust that y'all trust me, we're standing upright in the corner. Just like literally just standing upright.
Nobody
you wouldn't even think they're playing basketball.
Yeah, nobody in position to catch a ball if it goes that way.
Nope.
If they did catch the ball, there's literally nothing to do but hold it and maybe kick it back up or bring it back to the top. This was just terrible offense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know, Damo. What were you gonna say, Damo?
Oh no, you're right. I didn't. I left, so I didn't catch it. I just know what I heard from the game. I heard Russ was having a relatively solid game and got benched for whatever reason. That sounds like a coaching decision because I keep blaming the coach. And if they're going to sit out here and run that style of offense to cater to James Harden again, I think that's a coaching decision. So I'm quick to blame the coach in this situation. But I'm not going to kill him too much. I'm not going to sit here and be overreactionary over teams I don't care about. And I really don't care about the Clippers. So my opinion on them stays the same as before. They made a dumb trade and they have a dumb coach.
Yeah, I watched that low video. I thought about
that's all it is.
I thought
Ty Lue's not a good coach. I hope people will realize that he's not a good coach. No. A lot of guys can get bailed out by having great talent, and surprise, you won a championship with LeBron James and Kyrie a year after they went to the finals. Like, all right, such a great coach.
Good or great?
I don't think he's a great coach. People think he's a great coach. I don't think he's a great coach.
I would
coach?
say good.
Cool. I feel like the consistency is the issue, and decision making is what holds him back from being a great coach. But yeah, I think people overrate Ty Lue.
Russ wasn't having a good game. I don't know who lied to you on that one.
You think he's modern day Doc Rivers and gonna live on that 2016 ring for the longest?
It's a chance. It's definitely
he for sure better than Doc Rivers.
I think he's better than Doc Rivers. I think he's better than Doc Rivers. He just gets put in terrible situations. Like, legitimately, since he's been on the Clippers, it's been a bunch of injuries, and then whatever this is, like, I really don't even know what this is. Right? Like, we watched a good bit of it, and then even when we left, I went in my brother's room and we watched some more of it, and it's I would, unless Greg Popovich, but even Greg Popovich, I don't know what you do with this.
You don't think Doc Rivers was the same thing? Like, a lot of those situations boiled down to injuries and, hey, as much as you can help it, Joel Embiid is fucking missing shots type shit.
But he has more history to show. So, like, he has, damn near 20 years of coaching. Ty Lue has
from 2016 to 18 and then another run from 2021 to 2024. At no point in time were none of those teams contenders. On top of that, he's, especially with the Clippers run, and this is the only praise I am giving the fucking Clippers. Most of his time being head coach, it didn't include 2020. So as a head coach in LA, injury. Hate to admit it and be that guy, but they actually were making pushes and then got hurt consistently. So I'm not gonna act like he's not a good coach. If you fire Ty Lue today, who the hell do you hire? That alone helped.
That's supposed to make the situation.
That alone helps me say that Ty Lue's a good coach. But great, you can definitely have some pushback there, because I don't use the word great lightly. For a lot of people, he is a great coach, but I don't use the word great lightly. Like Eric Spoelstra, for example, is a great coach.
This is just a difference. I think Doc Rivers is a good coach too. So. Hey, modern day Doc Rivers. They also came from the same tree. So
not in the same tier. I do disagree with that. But
he might even be a great coach for what they could possibly do. Because again, it's not Mark Jackson. You bring Mark Jackson into the, like, are we bringing up?
Bring Mark back.
They've been trying to bring Mark in for the last 10 years, man.
Bring Steven Salas back.
some unexperienced dude that was the video guy, and he's supposed to coach Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Like
that was Eric Spoelstra. But
no, but
even Eric Spoelstra was kind of sus those.
Listen, he's not coming from the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? He would be coming from the Clippers video room, and that's not what you want. That's not what you want. Are we gonna hold AD accountable or not?
I mean,
we did.
I feel like
stinker.
Yeah, I
he
feel like
stink last night. There you
feel
go.
like there's only so much we could say. That nigga was put.
Y'all let Damo not talk.
Oh shit. Okay.
Who fucking cares? Okay, AD had a bad game. Like, I don't understand this need to be right about certain situations because when he plays good, you're not gonna give a fuck to talk about it. So like, be consistent. He's played the one game he plays bad. You want to talk about him, but he's been playing good. I wasn't talking about him. I didn't come on the pod beating my chest about how AD's good in the stretch. Have I? No, because I know you don't care. So why bring it up? But when he plays bad, you want to hoot and holler the one game he played bad in this stretch, and now we gotta talk about AD. No, Sabonis did fine. Sabonis was phenomenal.
Fine.
Sabonis did work. Sabonis bust his ass. There's no excuses. AD needs to be better. There you go. Like, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I saw someone. I saw a couple people. Fuck someone, because I was thinking of a low tweet. Ironically, right? I seen some people argue that he was hurt. That's fine. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga was still nah. You just gotta be better than that, dog. Okay.
I mean, you can give him the smoke, man. You know, be the change that you want to be. Type.
Nah.
Because when he plays like Big AD, league leader and rebounder, league leader and block, you know, when his offense is going, when he's not playing soft or not getting bitched, when he's doing fine, we're not going to come on this platform and talk about him. We're not going to be quick to talk about how great AD was.
That's what they want to hear.
You wouldn't love to because when you've done it, you didn't bring it up like you're bringing this up. You put
did no for Wemby. I ain't gonna lie. That part after you shit on Wemby, he had a good game.
I would love to. We talked about it. What are you talking about?
The game after? I'm gonna go to say
that Wemby game, Damo brought it up. I want to say, I will say, in terms of Anthony Davis's game, I mean, it was the 12th, so 4 days ago that nigga had 30. I don't think we talked. Is that on Monday?
No, we didn't talk about
it. That's on Sunday. That's on Sunday or Monday. One of the two.
Sage. Have we been up here talking about Anthony Davis? Because we're the Laker fans, right?
But why though?
Have you brought up Anthony?
I don't know. I don't
no need to. No one cares. No one cares when AD plays well. So what is me sitting up here? Hey guys, hey, that 30 and 15 from AD, right? Because all that's gonna happen was this, and you want to scream about him being bad. Like I'm consistent with my shit. I've been said it. I'm done talking about Anthony Davis and the Lakers. I would much rather talk about the Pistons, the Rockets, the Spurs, the Pacers,
trying
the
to
Celtics.
Sell the bag.
I'll
be blunt.
That's what I'm trying to say without saying it. Like, damn, my nigga.
Whoa.
So talk about him. If talk about him. If you want to talk about him, I'll talk about him. Cool.
They don't come to me for Lakers insight, nigga.
If you want to talk about him, cool. Niggas don't want Lakers insight. Niggas just want to talk about AD when he's bad, and you're not about to hear me just shitting on AD because I fuck with AD. I'm not about to sit here and scream like it was with Russ because I fucking hated Russ. So, hey, everybody, if you came here, just like with Souls in the EB, if you came here to see me scream and holler about the Lakers every fucking game, hey, bro, get it from somewhere else because you're not getting it here. Not this season. I'm sorry. Last year's price is different than this year's price, buddy. I'm in a whole different type of mindset. I'm actually watching
that meme growing on me too. Yesterday's price is not today's price. That shit growing on me.
I'm not about to sit here and scream about the Lakers all day. I won't do it. You can do it, Omar. Take the mantle. Here, you're knighted. Scream about AD, gang. I don't care.
What you gotta say about AD, man?
Let's hear it.
Big Anthony.
Get that 1 out of 10. Come on, go on the rant. This is your chance. You got the full screen. Scream about him being soft. Scream about him being inconsistent. Get the clip. Come on.
We back to square one.
Create the content type shit.
Great content you want to see,
Niggas in the comments said Damo is burned out already at a ball talk.
How about I say? And this is where it starts. You gonna see the burned out comments.
Hey,
Then the
man.
niggas ain't trying to comment. Oh man.
Want to talk about KeKe Palmer, man? Let's talk about KeKe, man.
The nigga's playing like 1984 Wilt Chamberlain, man. I don't know.
This is
crazy.
insane. Insane.
It's crazy, man.
And let AD be AD. I feel like again with AD, if Kawhi was having AD expectations, I'd be cool to fuck off Kawhi. Niggas barely want to give AD the 10 chain for real. They give him to it, but they barely want to give him the top 10 chain. So that's fine.
Sabonis better.
I
He was
disagree.
better last night. He definitely was better last
played
night.
better basketball. He sure did play better.
I'm about to say, yeah. Damn. Let's do something different. I put a tweet out, and boy, oh boy, I don't have the check mark anymore, guys. So y'all got to give me a chance to elaborate the tweet later on because I didn't think people would kill me like this. So I saw the new PlayStation portable, whatever the fuck they call it in this shit. I don't even know what they call it.
Damn, that shit got traction. I just saw that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, let me nip this in the bud right now. Y'all niggas is tweaking. Yeah. No, but what is this called? The PlayStation? I mean, it's the new.
I have no idea.
PSPortal. And I saw reviews. I saw a T Martin video about it and stuff like that. And I tweeted out. I said I may be overthinking it, but I don't think there will ever be a great portable gaming console. And ... going forward is what I was saying.
Yeah, I was about to say. I know they done sent you to PSP, Game Boy SP. Oh yeah, you're cooked, buddy. The Switch. Yeah, you're done. You're done.
And what I mean by that, because to break down the PSPortal for those that don't know, it's a remote play. It's a screen share of it.
Yeah.
Your PlayStation 5 has to be actually on. It can be in rest mode, and once you activate the PlayStation Portal, it'll open your PlayStation up. But it has to be on for you to play it. When you go outside and you get on different Wi-Fis, the rates drop drastically, the graphics drop drastically. It's honestly worthless. Honestly, for real, because
I just want to say this, bro, because when I played AIM on 2K a couple streams ago, I didn't know this until like halfway through the game. He was playing Xbox on like remote play or some shit. And boy, was he struggling. Apparently, he told me the latency was crazy. Mm-hmm. So for those who don't like this new PS Portal shit, it's the same shit. Like not like everything is relied on their Wi-Fi and your connection to PlayStation or whatever. So
I'm not gonna lie, the best mobile gaming experience, probably from a graphics perspective, comes off of an iPhone 15 now. Yeah, I know that's crazy. 1,000%. So for the PlayStation guys, I want to start here. Because I looked at the other mobile gaming things, and I'll talk about that in a second. But for the PlayStation guys, you getting this?
Here's my thing. I'll even give PlayStation a bit of credit. It actually, in terms of PS5, it actually, for some weird reason, the share screen is not like late at all. Like I've used the PS app when I'm in the party as a FaceTime call even at times, and that bitch. Hey, I will tune into the share screen. That bitch is zero latency. Being said, making inputs, I don't know about that. So, no, I'm not getting it.
But that's on the home Wi-Fi, right?
No. I'll be in the car because I remember this one time it was a serious conversation going on and niggas didn't feel like calling each other, so they were just in the party. But yeah, it's actually impressive to a degree how good the share screen of PS5 is recently, and when the nostalgia kicks in. Niggas gonna talk about this console outside of the fact that mine's randomly turned the fuck off for a little bit. But outside of that, niggas gonna talk about the PS5 because it's actually very impressive. But in terms of getting a console that has to rely on share screen input and you have to get another console, fuck no. The reason why I said the iPhone thing is debatable in terms of performance is because the only console that's killing it and probably going to make me retract that statement altogether is the Switch. I do got the Switch, the Switch Lite. I got that yellow motherfucker. That bitch works. So I'm not gonna lie. So everything else in general, it's that mobile shit is not really the play right now.
Yeah, as a person who's actually in the market for a handheld, who's looking around, I was looking at it, deadass. I was looking at it, and I concluded to no. There's just other options out there, and it's not even from like a performance perspective, because right, like what Sage just said, and even from the reviews that I've seen, like the latency ain't even that bad. Like it's playable. I wouldn't play comp games on it at all, even like play now online. Like I wouldn't play some shit like that. But if you're playing like Spider-Man, like offline shit, it's not gonna be a problem. But the reason why I'm looking elsewhere, is just the game selection on PlayStation. I just don't think it's worth it to buy something extra. Like if you get a Steam Deck, you get all of Steam, and there's so many fucking games on there from the last X amount of years that you can play. They're probably run better now. Like those 2012 like Arkham City games or whatever. Like you can play those on a Steam Deck now. They just came out with something literally today, I think. The Steam LED OLED. So that's that. They also got the Lenovo Legion something. Like that's another good one.
The Asus thing. Well, let me talk about those, because I wanted to get into those because I see people talking about the Steam Deck in the chat. Watch any real life example, like good benchmark testing on YouTube. Those systems suck too. And specifically from the perspective of battery life. They sell you on the fact that you can have a full-on PC mobile and you can game with it or whatever the case may be. But I think that Asus thing doesn't last like a fucking hour and a half. If you have it, if you have it cranked up to where it's supposed to be, it doesn't last a fucking hour and a half. And I'm talking about, and I see people down there talking about they have a Steam Deck. It's amazing. I don't know how you use it, but the people that I know that have it and use it, that are on the road for real, the battery life isn't where it needs to be if you have it to its max settings. Now, if you bring it down to 480p, which is crazy because those are the same people that talk shit about the Switch's graphics. Yeah. If you bring it down to 480p, then hey, I'll give it to you. It goes from 2 hours to 3 hours or some shit like that.
And that bitch is a one road trip, and the people that use it, they mainly have it on the charger the whole time.
Yeah, so like
I think it depends on what games you play though. Like if you're playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, like I think you get that the battery life gonna be good. But if you're playing
that's not supposed to. I was gonna say, that's the whole thing though, Bezos. When they talk about those other consoles, the Asus, the Steam Deck, and stuff like that, it's supposed to be, hey, you can play AAA games at the quality of your computer on the go. Okay, cool. But if I can only play that for 30 minutes, and 30 minutes is how long I'm going to be waiting in the airport before I get on the plane, let alone any other travel. At that point, that's not like mobile. It's mobile gaming, but that's not mobile gaming. That's not worth it, to be honest with you. And that's what I meant when I was like, I don't think portable gaming is going to be, we'll have it in the future or whatever the case may be. Saying Omar is uninformed. Buy a Steam Deck. Tell me how long planes have chargers though. Yeah, that's what that nigga's talking about. You charging it everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. When I had my Game Boy Advance, nigga, I was in the car. I took it to school, was in the car, played it in the car, played it at school, came home with it, played it, slept with it on, woke up, the shit still had battery left, and I was mobile with it.
I think you're overestimating even mobile gamers how much they actually play mobile games mobile.
But that's what this is the conversation though. Put it this way, everybody. I think this is the most objective way when we're talking about quality of console. You are on a flight. You're on a flight or a 6-hour road trip. Better yet, you're on a 6-hour flight and or road trip. You get one mobile console to take with you. What you're taking. I think that speaks volumes to what a mobile console truly is, because some consoles will just die. Like for example, the Game Boy. I love the Game Boy to death. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker will die. There's one thing the Game Boy SP will do. It's die. The PSP is in the conversation. The Switch Lite is definitely in the conversation. I know it's new gen, but it's clearly in the conversation. That motherfucker lasts a long time, actually. The Steam Deck, in regards to that situation, and I know some of you are going to say it's a niche situation, I call bullshit, because that's what a mobile game is really supposed to be. That's where it falls flat for me to have brought it up earlier in the convo. But in terms of like when you're playing it, what's the best, you can't easily argue Steam Deck. But
I think
Steam Deck or Switch would be my answer to answer.
I think for me, And if you want to chime in, Dom, we'll chime in. But I think for me, when I have the conversation about mobility, and this goes for anything, if I'm talking about phone, it's the reason why you bought the iPhone Pro Max. Because when we talk about phones, tablets, laptops, like at the end of the day, battery life is crazy up there. Because I remember when I had the older MacBook. Look at this nigga AK with his SP down there. When I had my older MacBook, like my older MacBook worked perfectly fine when it was plugged in. And at that point, am I on a laptop that's supposed to be portable, or am I on a fucking computer that needs to be plugged up? If I can't take you, and now my MacBook was older at this point in time, but if I can't take you off the charger for more than 15 minutes before you fucking die, that hurts your portability score. That truly just hurts your portability score to me. And at that point, I don't want nothing to do with you. And also the fact that this new PSPortal shit isn't a standalone machine, you're an iPad at that point. Cool, it's cool to have, but not useful.
Chat is gonna need to check me on this, but I'm just looking at an article right now that says the Steam Deck currently has 2 to 8 hours of gameplay. The new OLED one has 3 to 12 hours. Is that not good enough? 3 to 12?
3 to 12, that's a crazy range. That's just.
But even if on the low end, 3, I mean.
But so all these things are contingent on what you play, and like I was saying, it's about what your selling point is. The way to get those 12 hours is to bump it down to 480p graphics, and y'all were supposed to be clowning the Switch for the graphics. Switch has shit graphics and da 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 da. But if I got to get your machine and dumb it down for me to get those 12 hours. That hurts what you're selling. Like you're not selling me the truth.
Get a lot. No. Okay. So, and let me help people that are going to be. I'm not even gonna say disingenuous. Some of you guys just genuinely wouldn't know. Battery life does not mean when it's on and active. It's in order for the battery life to be optimized on any console, anything really, you have to completely turn it off. So if you just put your shit to sleep, that's still going to run up the battery as well. So 2-hour floor is crazy. I'm just going to be blunt. 2 hours of, hey, bro, I've had to consistently save game, turn off versus just hitting the little power button and push them to go to sleep. That's a crazy conservative console at that point. For 2 hours, it's kind of crazy. And with Omar's been harping on the graphic thing, I couldn't agree more. I'm not getting a portable console to bitch about graphics, in my personal opinion, because at that point we're trolling.
Yeah, but that's also a part of my like grander conversation. I think nowadays people are too concerned about the graphics, and getting those graphics portable is so fucking hard. I learned about ray tracing and shit with this new MacBook thing and the shadows and all that shit like that. Hey, if that's what gamers actually want, and I'm not really a gamer. But if that's what gamers want, to get that portably and expect more than two hours, quotation marks, you're not gonna get it. You're just not gonna get it. And that's why I think the perfect portable game, it won't exist. Now, if you don't care about graphics and you want to play Proud Family Peanut Jump, hey man, fuck it.
You good on an iPhone at that point. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think you're overestimating how much people really want like a mobile device and how much people like. I feel like a majority of people buying a Steam Deck, like the reason why I'm buying it is because my girl was looking at it and she wanted something to play on the couch while I'm doing a podcast type shit. So like she's gonna be near a plug. It could be something like that, or like just something you do on like a 20-minute break type shit, or like something you play on your bed before you go to sleep. Like you're gonna be near an outlet in those situations. Even at an airplane, you're gonna be near a charging outlet in that situation. So I don't know. I just feel like even in those cases, like 2, 3, 4 hours is fine for me. But I get it. It's not gonna be battery life better than an iPhone or a Nintendo DS or shit like that. But
it's a little off topic. I'm not trying to pivot the convo. Y'all flights had chargers in them? Like
they had the outlet, the plug.
Not ones that work enough for me to like truly entertain that fact. Because if you ever, it depends on which airport. It depends on which chargers. The times that I've used it. And maybe it's because I had an older iPhone. Like I've used it, I plugged my phone up and was trying to be on my phone while it was plugged up. The bitch had the little lightning symbol in the little battery thing. Shit was dying actively.
Oh, that
yeah, you know one of them. Yeah, so like this is a charger that outputs to. It's like them saying they got Wi-Fi. Yeah, they got Wi-Fi. It might take 3 hours for you to load up Google Chrome on your shit. I hear what you're saying, B-Souls. I think that, and maybe I do, I'm looking at different benchmarks because I'm critical of all this new technology they're selling and shit like that. But the way that I did portable gaming, and I'm a little older, I didn't have to worry about charging my shit for days. And I actually like that about my new phone, because I ain't gonna lie, I really don't be charging my phone no more. Not like I used to. And I like that. But if I have to constantly slap you on the charger, that's why I think that's why I think Teslas are like the stupidest shit ever. If I gotta constantly remember to slap you on the charger, I know it sounds convenient. Just plug it in when you get home. If I forget and now I'm stuck, delayed 15 minutes, that's gonna piss me off. The one and only time that it does it, that shit's gonna piss me off.
If there is a hot take that I have, I think removable batteries need to come back. It's working for these wireless headphones. These have removable batteries. So while I'm using this, they gave me like a charging dock for the other battery. So when this dies in 6 hours, a whole new battery is already charged up. Just plug it in, boom. I'm back in like 5 seconds. The other one is charging while I'm using this one. It's just like a endless cycle. And battery is never a problem. Removable batteries need to come back. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't think they want you to configure any technology anymore going forward. They just want you to buy the other thing that they're selling. But that might be my hot take of the week. What y'all got? Rants of the week. Let's get into it.
Shit.
Damo, you can go first. You barely.
Yeah, that's why I was quiet. I was gonna let Damo go, but
I really didn't have that much input on the PlayStation Portable thing and the portable gaming console conversation. The last one I had was a PSP, and I was the only one I had. So I didn't have two systems. Yeah, I promise you, I don't got no Game Boys. No, I wasn't a Nintendo kid. So that's why I was like, I genuinely, I don't have nothing to give other than, hey man, that PSP was fire. Like that's all I had. So yeah, well, sorry about that.
I guess to tie a proper bow on the conversation, then let's go around the room. Greatest portable console. You get one.
Oh yeah, my bad. Greatest portable console.
For me, PSP? Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS for me.
PSP for me.
Hey, call me whatever the hell you want. That nostalgia kicking my ass. Give me the Game Boy SP, man. It's Game.
Oh dang, okay.
The Game Boy SP.
SP second. SP's 2. 3DS is too new for me, y'all. Y'all showing y'all age.
3DS is.
My God, bro.
But here's the thing, though.
3DS.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna kick y'all ass with this argument. I'm gonna kick y'all ass with this argument for anybody that's not gonna say Game Boy. Wii U is insane. I'm gonna kick y'all ass with this
Eternal
argument for
Take came
anybody
out.
that doesn't say Game Boy SP. The days where you could just go into a GameStop and get them $5 bangers. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Y'all might be too young. You used to go into GameStop and it used to just be right there. A glass container, or some GameStops was ghetto as hell and it just had it in a box. Bro, you could walk in and it's just, half of y'all don't know what the fuck Sonic Battle is. Maybe the best Sonic game of all time, if you ask me, dog. Them niggas, man, bro. Game Boy SP, easy one for me. I guess my honorable mention number 2 is PSP.
My 1A is Game Boy Advance. 1B, Nintendo DS. Boy, oh boy, that's stylus.
Yeah.
No stylus. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Nintendo kids, man.
I was a stylus biter, man, so I need to replace my stylus like every couple months. It was nasty.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
You had a
stylus on the DS?
I didn't have a DS, so
you never.
No, but I'm just saying the end on it. I used to bite on it a lot.
Wait, so let me ask let me ask the Nintendo kids real quick. What color was your Game Boy Advance, Game Boy? I was a white kid.
The SP was a light blue. The DS was that dark blue.
Oh, okay.
So I was an irresponsible bastard as a kid. My first one was white. Then I lost it for Christmas. Asked for a blue one. Then the 3DS dropped. I got the red, John, and that was probably the first miss. The red, yeah, the red. It didn't. It looked hard on the picture. Having it in my hand, I ain't gonna lie.
That blue, something about that blue, man. I ain't gonna.
Blue and white are the best colors.
I stopped portable gaming for real once the 3DS came out, man. 3D. What do I need this for?
You just became an adult though, so you just weren't portable. And plus, they really gave it up. But I think it's a market that. And maybe people are spending more time at home too, so it's just and plus they just can't keep up. I really think that's what it is. They just can't keep up with what people want. And I think people want graphics. Like people really be bitching about graphics. We just can't do it portably.
Yeah, the only time I've cared about graphics is on the 3DS, unironically, because the 3DS, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was just blurry. I was like, all right, bet, let's turn on 3D.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Shit
You
pissed
can
me
have
off.
you can have better gameplay, but if the graphics aren't there, people are they're gonna bitch. So
Disagree.
That is very true.
I think we've
That's-
gotten past that. I think we've gotten
no.
No?
Hold on now, player. Hold
Dog,
on now,
I
player.
really
Baldur's
got
Gate 3 is like game of the year, and the graphics ain't even all that. Am I tripping? Is Baldur's Gate 3 like that graphically?
Hey,
Some of the best games in the
I'm
world
not
are what?
saying- I'm not saying-
Valorant, CSGO, Dota 2.
I'm not saying it has better graphics than a game like Spider-Man necessarily, but Baldur's Gate got good graphics. But even if it's not, I'll take a widely hated game. And we've been talking about Nintendo. Pokemon Scarlet Violet, one of the most hated games I done seen probably this year. People talk about how the game is too easy. People talk about the lack of like, hey, bro, you're like a billionaire franchise. Why don't we have voice acting? All that extra shit. Dog, the worst thing motherfuckers talk about in that game is graphics. They're pissed at the graphics. They can't fathom playing the game, and when you ride your bike, the mountains move. So no, graphics is like that's what a lot of people look for first. I ain't gonna lie. Unfortunately, I don't, but a lot of people
I
do.
guess.
I just did a deep dive into ray tracing recently, and I promise you, like, people care way too. I've never cared about the shadows.
It's the
players.
things that nerds market. Like, we even have these conversations about fucking cameras, dog. Like,
Yeah.
But in actuality, like, again, when you look at the biggest games in the world, even on Nintendo side, like, Nintendo's still big for a reason. It's not because of graphics. You know what I'm saying? And like all those comp games that I just mentioned, they're not graphically intensive.
Water ripples. People care about water ripples and the
I
way
hear where you're coming from, though.
the physics of if you shoot the water in Call of Duty versus if you shoot the water
I'm
in
not gonna lie,
Battlefield.
that was genuinely a conversation between Starfield and Cyberpunk when it first dropped.
Mhm.
That's what a lot of niggas relying on. Oh man, the realism on Cyberpunk is outweighing Starfield. Look at the facial features on Starfield. Like the graphics are still a high topic. I will agree. So certain games they don't care, like Fortnite, they're not really tripping about the graphics. Valorant, games like that, Minecraft obviously blew up. Hey, Roblox, popping game, gives a shit about graphics.
Among Us?
Yeah, if you approach the game, I think Damo's getting on this. If you approach the game or the game you look at frame one and it's just no shot in hell the game has good graphics, like fucking Minecraft walking around with pixels, it's like, okay, I don't care. But if you're like NBA 2K, Madden, you're going for a realistic approach, RPG ass game, and trees are moving, all right, bro. Like,
Niggas will get pissed. Like, you could serve them the best Madden, 2K, whatever, from everything else. I swear, if that face scan is just dog shit, if the face scan is like on the WNBA face scan shit from this year across the board, oh my god, you would hear.
But even with 2K, like literally all the complaints have been for the last couple of years has been gameplay and like game modes and all that shit. Am I tripping? Like the whole like face cam shit is like that's like a 2-day thing. All they added was sweat.
No, because the graphics,
but like a majority of the conversation
cool.
is about gameplay and shit.
I think the graphics are cool though. That's why
2K graphics wise isn't bad. I'd say at that point that's why those talks died, because all they added was sweat thing was the only possible complaint. Get the graphics on 2K are really not that bad. Think about it.
I guess.
Damo, go ahead with your go ahead.
Oh well, my rant of the week also happens to be, a topic as well. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention or if y'all seen about it because of how, I don't want to say crazy it is, but just how weird she's going with the KeKe Palmer situation.
Fuck.
All right, sorry, my daughter was crying, didn't want up. Okay, it's still there.
It's cool.
All right, sharing my screen right now. Sorry. Listen, I'm not gonna act like I'm just the most in tune, up to date person with what's going on. But in this situation, when I first heard about it, things came out. I don't know if it was a week ago, last weekend, necessarily when everything came out that apparently the baby daddy boyfriend that was upset with Usher was apparently abusive to KeKe. Not even apparently, he is. She has video evidence, videotaped surveillance of their living room of him abusing her. I at the time I put a tweet out and I thought I had it up here. I will have to go find it. I put
What's
a tweet
Usher have
out,
to do with this? My bad.
literally
They on Usher's dick.
they're really on Usher's dick. Honestly, Usher has nothing to do with this. People are just using Usher as like the catalyst of when everything went downhill for them, which apparently from this audio is not the case. And I was gonna get into that. I had a tweet saying, "This is all crazy. This is insane. I hope she's all right. I really hope this isn't something that's been long going because I got a lot of questions if it is." And I was called insensitive and wrong and everything for asking that question. But I'm like, there's a real possibility that this is something that's been going on. And now she's saying something. Audio from, I don't know if this was a phone call. I don't know how this audio was gotten. I don't know how this audio leaked. But it's a 3-way conversation between KeKe, Buddy here, and I'm assuming they're in the same room, and KeKe's mom.
You don't know how the audio was leaked?
How did the audio leak?
You don't think that he sent it to somebody to send it out?
Well, I'm saying I don't. Is he like? Do you think he just has his phone in his hand recording the conversation?
100%, Damo. 1,000%.
Okay. Cool. I mean, there was no video. It's just the audio of it. I'm like, I don't know what the hell was the purpose of this. This is wild, but I can see that. It's 7 minutes. I'm not gonna play the whole 7 minutes, but we're gonna listen to some of it. But real quick before I get into it, have y'all heard anything about this? Seen anything about this on your timeline?
Vaguely.
I'll be blunt. I seen it. Didn't click on shit. God, didn't click on any fucking thing.
And Omar, you said,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I seen it. Yeah.
Okay. Have y'all heard that? Well, I'm assuming Souls and Sage, I probably haven't heard the audio of this. Omar, you heard this?
I heard parts of it, but that's why I think he, had.
He set this all up.
Yeah, he was just recording because he knew she was gonna say something. Which we'll talk about it. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Oh. No, it's cool.
That you put it through? That you put it through?
What the fuck is you saying, ignorant?
That you put it through?
Can you speak English? That's part of the reason why you can't get no acting job.
I'm sure.
Your articulation is poor.
I'm sure.
What the fuck are you thinking?
I'm sure.
Armand Wiggins.
If only you actually like.
What does that mean? Can you put it through?
He's trying to do the whole child actor parents sacrifice their childhood gag.
Okay, well, we got
look at her.
$30 million today.
Look at her. That's fine.
Yeah, I sacrificed her, I guess.
Okay.
Armand Wiggins.
But what did your mama do to you?
Huh?
She fucked you up.
My mom's fine.
You should have been a child entertainer.
I'm good.
You should have been one. Maybe you would have more gumption. Maybe you would have more get to it. Because your mama fucked you up. She turned you into a punk ass mama's boy who harasses a woman. What kind of bullshit is that? Your mama should be ashamed of herself. She should be telling you, why are you harassing this girl, Jerry?
Who is Armand Wiggins?
I don't. The guy that this guy
got produced the text.
Trust me, I didn't want this.
Right,
the watermark.
I'm skipping up a little bit.
Because something's wrong with your mind. It's
Armand
not normal.
Wiggins.
You sound like you have a broken brain, and you need to go to see somebody because you're chemically imbalanced. There's nothing that I've done for you to stay on that page. People have endured more. I've endured more from you, and I don't do that to you. I don't sit up there and call you all kinds of names and do stuff like that. You randomly have an episode, and then you harass me for an hour straight. That's what you do. It's not normal. It's not necessary. You can just not talk to me.
Skip up some more.
You gonna skip the Armand?
Armand Wiggins.
Armand Wiggins.
It's serious. It's serious. It's serious. Come on.
Stop. Fellas. Come on.
Hey.
Yep.
Don't blame KeKe for being a joke. You was a joke before you met her.
Dre, did you make this up?
Armand Wiggins.
Armand Wiggins.
I'm like, the inevitable's gonna happen. He's gonna grow up to be a man, a real man, and he's gonna go ahead and come on over. All right. dad. I'm his dad. I'm his dad. I'm his dad.
I'm trying to get where they talked about Usher in here because
They said he was bisexual. You missed that.
Oh, she already said it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I missed it. It was too
Oh
much.
my god, I missed that. I was laughing.
I didn't hear
Usher's
that.
bisexual too.
No,
That's
bro.
what she said.
No, because I saw the Will Smith shit too.
Jesus Christ.
Trust me.
I thought it's a problem, but
Armand Wiggins.
Bro, I seen
Is Armand
Armand Wiggins.
Why does it keep happening?
Did he go again? Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to see if it says it.
I'm sure.
what?
Armand Wiggins.
That's what you raised. That's what you raised. Okay. I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay.
Armand Wiggins.
Yep.
Hold on.
All right. So about a bullet. All right.
Oh my
so
God.
about that bullet again.
Armand Wiggins.
Okay. Okay. Y'all have no idea who you stepped up and play with, but it's all good. Yeah. Nope.
Armand Wiggins. Armand
Tell her to
Wiggins.
put some clothes on. Tell her to put some clothes on.
Usher?
Tell her to put some clothes on.
Oh.
Tell her to put some clothes on. She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on. She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on.
All right, and that's essentially, you know,
Armand Wiggins.
Shout out Armand Wiggins.
Shout out Armand Wiggins, man. Really put a stamp in the game. No cap.
I'm on his YouTube channel. I ain't gonna lie. I got some competition, man.
Shit.
Imagine
but
every
my
clip,
rant-
DJ Academics.
my rant and all that would just be, man, Jesus Christ, stop putting everything on the internet, gang. Like I don't understand this. This is a nasty retaliation. She put you on the internet, choking her out on the couch. So in return, you leak to the world a conversation with her and her mom, calling Usher gay, calling you 12 flavors of dick suckers. This shit's nasty. Handle that shit privately. And I know for a lot of people that know the LKIB lore, that is grand coming from me. But I'm just saying.
Why do you think she put it on the internet?
To get help. I think she genuinely was like trying to get help and
That's not how
expose that nigga.
That's not how they got there.
Expose it. Huh?
That's not how they got there.
What do you mean that's not how they got there?
She filed for a restraining lawsuit and submitted that as like or a restraining order, and she submitted that as like evidence. So
And
now
they
that
leaked the evidence?
it's public. It's not leaked. It's public. All that stuff is you can go down to your court if you want to. You can get all that evidence if you want to. You can get that.
Well, again, that's why I was saying that's why I led with her seeking out help. This is her attempt to get help. And
No, but I'm saying she leaking it to the internet. She didn't leak it to the internet.
We'll still bring it to the public. I'm not saying, leak it to the internet might have been the bachelor's words then for what she did. But putting it out there that he's abusing you will make him look bad. So in return, he tries to make you and your mom look bad. So now he's doing this sneaky shit, which it's not a comparison. He's disgusting for what he's doing. What she did was okay. Again, if leaking to the internet was a bad choice of words, and she didn't leak it to the internet. She was seeking help. What about the legal way? What about how everybody tells people to go about it? And it came out, which it still exposes him for being a woman beater. And that nigga's sick for that. You choking people out on couches. That's not okay.
Yeah,
But
lock his ass up, I guess. I mean, if that's the case, I'm staying consistent. We cannot be out here choking women on couches, on beds, on walls. Can't be doing that, man.
Well, we're not.
I just pulled the Adam Silver. I ain't gonna lie, my bad.
We've got programmed. No, we can't do that.
We got programs out here. You
We
know,
got counseling.
Yeah, man. I don't think this is something we're racing other leagues with, but
I thought you was gonna go green eggs and ham in the bed, in the head. Woo, God, that'll make it funny sometimes.
That's what I say, man. Lock his ass up. Yeah, type shit. Sage.
Oh shit! Fuck! I was trying to fuck.
Chat predictions.
Damn! God damn!
Pay those
Chat
people,
predictions.
Maz.
Predictions.
Pay them
Chat
people.
predictions.
Pay them people, Maz.
What is the first phrase gonna be, chat? Here we go.
Here we
Predictions.
go.
Predictions. Is it A? I don't know, ball.
Fuck!
B. I'm not trying to get canceled. Or C. None of the above. Let's go. Let's go.
No. See, is highly weird. No, let me.
Man, I'll mess with that.
I was praying.
Man, I'm not trying to be peace. Your chat go crazy, man.
I was praying. All right. The parlays are in. You can't change your answer. The first thing that came to my mind truly was Hollywood. Too Hollywood to go Hollywood. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird. Hollywood parlays bang. Hollywood parlays bang.
I'm sorry. And you know this is a serious topic.
He was just so freaking with it. It was like every 2 minutes.
Armand Wiggins.
Like if it was every 10 minutes, okay, fine. I know 7 minutes.
That shit was every 15 seconds. Armand Wiggins.
Yeah, it wasn't even every 2 minutes, man. That shit was crazy.
I didn't even catch the Armand. Oh, he got one. It's just Armand. Yeah, I ain't catch that one.
No, I didn't see that one. That would have cooked me. Armand
Wiggins. Armand Wiggins.
Did somebody okay, let me bring this one up. So we got a flopper at the box office. Listen, the MCU is done. And boy, oh boy, B Souls is right every single time about people just trying to get their narratives off. But so Captain Marvel cratered. They got 47 million in North America, 63 million internationally. The lowest opening weekend in the franchise's history. And we're talking about the entirety of the MCU. Before this weekend, the worst debut belonged to 2008's The Incredible Hulk, which did 55.4 million. And that's not
that shit barely counts. Damn.
For inflation. And that was at the true beginning of the MCU. According to Vanity Fair, Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe is no longer a bulletproof box office franchise. That much is clear after the Marvels misfired with the 47 million in its opening weekend. Initial tracking was closer to 75 to 80 million, but those projections shrank dramatically in recent weeks to 60 million to 65 million. With bad buzz and actors like Brie Larson unable to promote the film due to SAG strike, which finally ended on Friday, the Marvels didn't even match those disappointing estimates and became the MCU's rare flop. Honestly, I do think it's over. I know that might seem hyperbolic. It's done. It's done.
I'm gonna try to watch it this weekend. Me and my girl are gonna go to the theaters, see for ourselves. Let's not let Twitter speak for us type shit. So I'll watch it this weekend, speak for myself, see if it's actually a good movie or a bad movie.
Dre said it's a good movie. It's worse than you. It's already terrible. Go ahead.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, but I'll say this: I knew they fucked up when they called it Endgame. And when you call a movie Endgame, that like the same way, like I love the show. Same way Attack on Titan had 5 finales. Like you don't do that and then call it good marketing unless you're that goddamn good. So I already knew the perception of Marvel was going to already be a tough one. Apparently Loki was good, but I don't know when the shit was released. Again, not a major Marvel fan. But if they just dropped a stinker, I'm not surprised that people hate it. It could be overhate, but I'm not surprised. You called the movie Endgame, and Endgame was fantastic. Anything you do after that, yeah, niggas gonna hate it until you have Endgame Part 2, or The War That Never Ends, or The Return of Infinity, or some shit. I don't know.
Loki was fire. As a person that watched all of season 2, Loki was actually really good. And that's the problem with Marvel right now is they're in that weird period where any random show they put out, they're like one will hit, one will miss, because Loki hit. Secret Invasion missed. Secret Invasion, which they hyped up
crazy,
and they were dependent on that because that set up Secret Wars. So they were depending on that hitting, and it didn't. So it's like, okay, even the shows are stinkers. And from what I perceive, niggas, hey, chat, let me know. If niggas like Secret Invasion, cool. I didn't. I stopped watching. I was like, I do not. I ain't gonna. After Brody ended up being, or Woody, or whatever that nigga's name is, when that nigga was a Skrull, I said, I'm done. I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this. This is stupid. I don't even care. Like, none of it's. Moon Knight wasn't asking me. Moon Knight was cool. I just don't know how it ties in with everything. If they're trying to make it tie in with everything, I think this is like, and Omar, you made this comparison when it came to Jordan Peele movies because of how Get Out is and how Us was. People think every movie has a introspective, different, like, oh, this means this and that, and cat means zebra. And now Marvel is really putting out shit that's really not. I mean, they might tie in a little bit, like a key Easter egg here and there, but for the most part, these are standalone things. Moon Knight has nothing to do with Loki. Loki has nothing to do with Secret Invasion. So some of these things end up playing bigger parts in certain movies or movies coming up. But in terms of everything right now, everything's not tied together, and some people are trying to make it tie in together, and some people care about that, and it's generally not. These are standalone Marvel things, and some of these things aren't good.
So
I'm not seeing the movie too. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put that out there. I watched the new Raw Stars breakdown just to get everything I would need going forward. I don't give a fuck about the movie. I can tell you not because I didn't watch Captain Marvel because I didn't care about Captain Marvel. And I'm gonna be honest, as a person who didn't watch the Captain Marvel movie, going into the last Avengers movie, guess what? Didn't need to watch Captain Marvel to know what the fuck was going on with her in there.
Really though, because I didn't watch Captain Marvel and I understood. Yeah, she's probably the strongest one here.
Yeah.
I understood that shit quickly.
The bitch pulled up. The bitch pulled up the fade. There we go.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for those. And I don't know it in detail. It just took me a quick Google search because I saw what chat was saying. So apparently at the end of it, they do introduce the X-Men in a more meaningful and relevant way by visibly putting them on the screen. I think, and I've been seeing a whole bunch of rhetoric. You see, this is what happens when women are superheroes, and you're trying to change this shit and da 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 like that. This has nothing to do with gender wars. This has nothing to do, huh?
I'm just saying, that's a crazy narrative.
Yeah.
But
No. And it was fucking Night Talk. He was talking about this gender narrative about this, and they were like, "Oh, you see what happens when you change what the Marvels was originally." I looked up Captain Marvel as a hero, as from the creation and on. Dog, Captain Marvel hasn't been a man since 1980. Yeah. Captain Marvel has been a woman since 1980. So I say that to say, most people know Captain Marvel as a woman. It's not crazy to have Captain Marvel as a woman. None of that shit really matters. I think, and maybe it's an overestimation, for layman's terms, because also I think they realize too, hey, we can swing at shit and miss, and it doesn't really hurt us at the end, because when we finally tie shit together, we'll be having a lot of success. I think that they overestimated how much people care about all of their characters. I'm not gonna lie, people do not care about all your characters. They just don't. And I know you might have got lucky with the resurgence of an Iron Man or whoever, because apparently the perception of Iron Man wasn't really real until they built this whole story. That's fine. We don't care about all your characters. Don't care about Moon Knight. Don't care about Loki. They've stretched the fuck out of Loki. Don't care about Captain Marvel. It doesn't matter if you put Tony Stark in that movie, Robert Downey Jr. It doesn't matter if you put Chris Pratt in that. It doesn't matter who you put in there. It's just a simple fact that I don't care about those characters. To be honest with you, don't give a fuck about Hulk. They haven't tried to redo a Hulk movie solo, and there's a reason why. I think they know most niggas really don't give a fuck about the Hulk. There's a lot of people they just don't care about.
I don't know about the Hulk, but I will say, as the Asian guy on the pod, I don't give a fuck about Shang-Chi, dog. I'm gonna keep it a bean, man. I'm not hyped for Shang-Chi too, bro.
You're not saying they've done the Hulk 2 times in my lifetime, and they know people don't care about the Hulk. No matter what.
But the Hulk is one of the more Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man. He's one of them. So that's why I'm just pushing back on that. But you're right, like Moon Knight.
You can push. I'm telling you, you can push back all you want with it. She just said the 2008 version was the lowest in the MCU, and you can say it was before or whatever. But niggas just didn't care about that. They just don't. I promise you, they just do not care about the Hulk. It's specifically when it ties to the MCU too as well. But they just don't care about. They don't care about a lot of these dudes.
The plot holes are just too much for me at this point too. Like the Eternal shit, what happened at the end of that movie, I still think hasn't been addressed, which I think is crazy. I think the MCU has a villain problem. There's so many like forgettable villains. That's because of how they built the world as well. I've been very keen on that on the timeline, and I will stand on business with that, bro. Like unless you're literally at this point a multiversal threat, don't care about you unless you're Green Goblin coming back from the OG Spider-Man. That's like a very special case type shit. But like who even is the villain the new Marvel movie?
It's supposed to be Kang, but with the stuff that Majors got going on, hey, John out there tripping.
But I don't give a fuck about Kang either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's why you gotta watch Loki. I ain't gonna lie. Watching Loki will make you care about Kang more because Loki shows the origin story of Kang and really ties in with Kang. But Loki was good. Again, you're shaking your head. That's fine, but it's a good show.
I don't know, man. Maybe Thanos is just OD great, but going from that big purple dude to just a regular guy, I don't know.
But he's not there again. You haven't watched Loki.
No, I understand. He got like crazy powers and shit like that, but he's not obviously a regular guy. He's a fucking supervillain. But
I think Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom would be a better one than Kang. I'm sorry, Damo. The way that he was introduced and the idea that also I have to watch a miniseries, I shouldn't have to. I know that's the somebody came up with the idea of like, oh yeah, once you get immersive and all that stuff like that. No, and you're relying on too many people to become immersive, and so then now we're getting mad at those that did. I didn't get into MCU or all of this shit to fully get immersed into 6 different miniseries in which one may hit. No, put the movies out and make the movies fucking good.
Do y'all think they jumped to the multiverse shit just too fast? Because I feel like going from Thanos to Kang, if they went from Thanos to, maybe I just don't know about Galactus, but from Thanos to Galactus, that would have been a little bit different. Or Doctor Doom, just slowly roll in the multiverse instead of just like shoving that in pretty much at Endgame or shit or something like that. No,
I think I'm about to say if you did Galactus, you still would go into the multiverse. So
yeah,
that still would go down there. I think they did. I'm not gonna say I think they did fine because we're still trying to see what they did. It's still unfolding in front of us. But people saying, "Oh yeah, Doctor Doom would be better." Yeah, Doctor Doom is a better villain. Are they going to write him better? Because I feel like the standard is going to be okay. Thanos is the standard now. Because before then, the standard was whatever big bad's in the movie. Before then, it was Ultron. No one give a fuck. It was not hard to top Ultron, and Ultron was cool for the time being, but it was easy. It was getting past Ultron. Ultron was a bigger step than the fucking alien invasion. So step by step, it gets better. With what they've done with Kang so far, I like the story. Now it's nasty how it's got to be blended into 7 different projects to unfold what the Kang story is. So how they're writing it is nasty. But how do we know they're not going to fumble the writing for Doctor Doom?
I also think another fumble was killing Kang and Ant-Man. Even if it was a Kang. I think that was it. But I hear you, Damo. I think that Doctor Doom is just an easier, better story to write. I think you could introduce what they need to and what they've been wanting to introduce sooner, faster. Fantastic Four, X-Men, or not faster, I should say, but better, as opposed to it being like super duper convoluted, and also to where people just have to care about series and shit like that. I promise you, I shouldn't have to care about series to.
Yeah, that fucked them up. I ain't gonna lie. The series stuff is what I feel like really derailed it because now you're just pumping out a ton of Marvel content for no reason. I would say even with that going down the Doctor Doom route, I'm not gonna lie. Do y'all think they would have been able to pull off a good Fantastic Four? Because you need a Fantastic Four to go down that route. Am I bugging? I'm not too keen on Fantastic Four. I was never really a big fan, so I don't know the lore. But I did assume they were synonymous with Doctor Doom. And out of the last time they tried to do Fantastic Fours, it has all been whack.
I think that they would have to. I think that, and I agree, Jake. I ain't gonna lie, but I think that it's better to do those things than having the main guy lose. I really think that that's it. If Thanos lost in the first movie he was in, because that was Kang's first movie, right?
What
Thanos lost
Ant-Man?
the first movie Thanos was in was
Ant-Man. That was Ant-Man. That was Kang's first movie, right?
First movie, yeah.
Yeah, if Thanos lost in what was the first movie?
Quantumania.
No, Thanos was in. Thanos was in. Whatever
Like
movie-
legitimately in,
Infinity
or
War.
not just a cameo?
No, just
Infinity War.
even that camo. If he
Infinity.
lost in that shit, it would have been like, oh man.
Oh well, the first Avengers movie for the post-credit scene, but actually being in it. But I get what you're saying.
That's true. Thanos getting introduced at the end of a TV show, or not Thanos, Kang. Yeah,
That's true too.
yeah.
Wait,
I don't know when it
Kang
comes to
being
Marvel,
introduced, TV show.
because wasn't he introduced at the end of Loki? Like pretty much.
Well,
I'm
not
not
at the end. Well, in season one.
Season
Loki, yes, yeah, he was
That
introduced.
was the
But it
first
was a
introduction.
good show, yeah. But it was, I mean, those episodes were good. Season one of Loki was perceived really well, so I don't think that was bad. I
But
feel
this
like
this is supposed to be the next big bad of the biggest franchise in the world. I don't know.
so it was worse than a post-credit scene for 5 seconds in the first Avengers movie. That was so much better of an introduction for the big bad than
I would say so. Yeah.
a fleshed out actual back. Oh, okay, I guess. Actual back.
Because it built suspense. I feel like shit like that. You tease it, it's big suspense. You get people talking about it, and then you introduce them properly on a bigger stage instead of a Disney Plus TV show.
I mean, but at the end of the day, it's about it. And I'm sorry, Sage, I'll let you go. But they're actually introducing a villain. They've never introduced a villain before prior to a movie in a real light. When it was the aliens, it was the aliens, and then you had Thanos at the end of that in the post-credit scene cameo. When it was Ultron, there was no Ultron before that. They had Ultron to deal with in the movie. They dealt with him in that movie. He was dealt with at the end of that movie. So there was no fleshing out who Ultron was. It was really linear in terms of his motive. He told you what he was trying to do, why he was made, and he tried to have a goal to achieve, and he failed and moved on. With Thanos came in kind of with a linear plot. The plot won, and it was a 2-part movie. So it was like, okay, he wins part 1, then part 2. I'm trying to figure out how much of his backstory you really dove into in the first movie, but not that much. You dive a little bit more into him, but for the most part, it was time travel and fighting him again. Now they're actually trying to flesh out a villain, and it's, gotta build suspense. You're actually learning who the villain is, and you're buying into what he wants. Because everyone was so hip on, oh man, Thanos was right in the end. Thanos, was he really the villain? Was his philosophy really that bad? You go into that realm. Okay, well now let's really get into what the villain wants to see if we agree or disagree with the villain.
I felt like if they introduced him in like just somehow, some way, like Black Panther 2 or like the last Spider-Man movie, I just felt like it would have hit different. Because again, it would be on a bigger stage. But hey, that's just me though. Ultimately, when it comes to Marvel, for me, the only franchises I care about at this point is the newest Avengers movie, Fantastic Four when that comes out, Spider-Man. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more invested in the video game Spider-Man at this point than the MCU. So
if Fantastic Four is whack, are you gonna be mad?
Yeah.
Okay, my fault.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll be brief. My thing is, I feel like we're having a conversation about Marvel like it's not Marvel, and we're talking about Marvel movies. This isn't a video game. There's certain things that we can expect, like build up, all that shit's fine. But I'm an insane Marvel casual, and I fucking loved Infinity War and Endgame and didn't know who the fuck Thanos. I'll go a step further, and I hope I'm not lagging too desperately, because goddamn. Okay, bet. On my end, I'm lagging like shit. But I'll go a step further. I seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I probably still can't name who the nigga with the guns character name is and shit. But I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. If these movies can't be standalone movies that are somewhat easy to understand and easy to buy into, that's not a good movie. I'm sorry to the nerdiest nerd out there, but that's just you don't base movies off of you must have. Is it recommended? Yes. Should they have their Easter eggs like Marvel does all the time, the cameos all the time? 100,000,000,000%. But in terms of saying these movies are bad or good, you cannot. I'll be the one only motherfucker on the planet, I guess, if it comes to it. You cannot convince me that a movie that requires to watch a show, especially on a whole different platform like Disney Plus, so especially if it's not in a cinematic series, that it is a good movie. That's no shot in hell. Also, again, this is fucking Marvel. If you're gonna have a face of the franchise antagonist, I don't give a fuck about what he did on Teen Titans Go. I really don't. Like, honestly, when that nigga's first introduced as the main villain in the movie where he's on the most action, all right, bet, let's ball up. But in terms of like knowing comics or lore or TV shows and shit like that, nah, I'm not really with it. I think if Marvel goes that route, that's going to be not a nail in the coffin. It's too big to ever die, but that's going to be a huge fuck up.
I think part of the problem too, to me, is and this is a Disney thing or whatever, but you've created the greatest thing in the world, right?
Yeah.
Disney arguably owns, not arguably, not even arguably, owns the two best movie franchises ever. And then their whole idea is like, okay, how can we replicate that? Just how can we replicate that? But like Sage said, if they took the slower route and literally hey, let's make good movies. We'll see which ones stick. We'll see which one the masses care about, and then we can kind of go in that direction, as opposed to, you know, hey, let's try to dedicate ourselves to a 10-year project, and because it doesn't go right in year 1, 2, 3, and 4, then we'll save it on the back end. That can work for some other projects, but it doesn't work in entertainment, because what you're just gonna do is you're just gonna lose the audience. Like, we would never make a YouTube video where we say to ourselves, yo, in the first like 3 minutes, we can just, you know, dick around, not worry about the audience retention, not care about putting out a hook, none of that stuff. But it's okay, because at the back end of this video, like, we're gonna save it. People are just gonna click off. So, and I think that's what a lot of people are doing, is just clicking off. I don't think this has nothing to do with sex, gender, whatever, women, whatever. Niggas just do not care with what's been put out for Marvel, and they've clicked off.
I have another question for the Marvel guys here. Do y'all think it's also character issue, like in terms of there's not a character as polarizing as a Cap, as an Iron Man, as a Spider-Man, anybody like that that's dropped? Because even like the name Loki, like Loki fire, but like I just named a bunch of niggas that like niggas will run around and get action figures for and dress up as Halloween. There's not a lot of niggas dressing up as Loki and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, do you think it's a character issue, or is it just 100% writing?
I feel like right now with Spider-Man, I know Chad was trying to talk about Deadpool earlier. That may be a thing, but Spider-Man, Deadpool, I don't know.
No, I don't think it's a character issue. I think that they still have untapped potential with enough characters to still push it out. I think that they're trying to push characters that people, even on their best, don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, they're pushing the wrong characters. That's the problem. If it is a character issue, it's the fact that the wrong characters are being pushed and placed in these situations. They have characters that genuinely people will run through walls for, and people have shown support for. It's just about using those characters more and not caring about these other people, in my personal opinion. I mean, for the people that do care about these Miss Marvel band of misfits, I good for you. Hey, bless your heart, as we say in the South. I don't. I could care less. I want Deadpool. I want the Deadpool movie. I want more Doctor Strange. I want more Spider-Man. I can't wait for them to introduce the X-Men so we can get into those characters, because those are characters people care about. We don't give a fuck about Miranda Cosgrove and Agent Jessica Fields and Jennifer. Like, we do not.
Even to that point though, Damo, and we don't have to keep killing this one. Even to that point though, I feel like some of these characters are good. They have the potential to be good. It's just when they get them on the screen, it's like they're fucking ass. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Namor was fantastic. Oh my god, it's fucking great character.
Yeah, I love it.
And then they had him losing to Shuri. Okay, all right.
I mean, was he supposed to win?
Yes.
You want the truth? You want the truth? You want me to lie to you? I'm gonna lie.
I did like Namor as a villain. I did
talk
like
about a real one, and not even necessarily a villain, but just like a what do they call it? It's when you pick and choose anti-hero or something, but not
anti-hero.
Yeah, not necessarily a villain, not necessarily like a good person, but just somewhere
like
in that
a good cause type shit.
Yeah, just in that middle, and he goes for his own cause. Great character. Just at the end, you just lose to to Shuri, and it's like, oh, and now you're telling your people, oh, we'll just wait. If you don't fucking introduce Storm into that bitch and bring X-Men through that way and save Namor, I don't know. I just, yeah, they have some good characters sometimes. It's just then they just write them as bitches. I feel like that's what they did with Captain Marvel, low key. Like she could have been stronger. They didn't have to go through this route. It was just, hey, just make her dumb. Make her a hard R. We got some people up in the backstage, and then we'll get everybody. Y'all be asking questions.
Yes.
Damn, he trying to show. All right, nerd.
All
right, hey, Kobe. What's good?
This nigga got Batman back there. We can't hear you. I think you muted. Are you not talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, nerd ass nigga. Hell no, we still can't hear you, gang.
Man.
Might have to snap you away.
Nah, that's tough, man. Twin.
We might bring you back up. Fix your shit.
Damo, you muted too.
Was that Ace with a bald head?
Oh my god, with glasses on.
He grew up, didn't he? Goddamn.
What's good, baby boy? What's going on, twin?
What's up, man? How y'all doing tonight?
What's going on, little guy?
Little guy.
Little guy is crazy.
That is crazy.
What you mean? How old are you? How old are you?
21.
Sounding pretty little. How tall are you?
5'8".
This nigga
Are you gonna call him little? Are you gonna call him little?
Nah,
Omar is disgusting.
No, because he's little. He's a little guy. How much you weigh? How much you weigh?
It's the first time in so
210.
long you ain't heard.
210?
210?
5'8", 210 is crazy.
Yeah, he's
but
not a little guy. He is a running back. That's what he is.
Rick Cohen over here.
Rick Cohen, crazy dog. Well, okay, go ahead, baby boy.
I was just coming on here to say, yeah, the DS, greatest handheld ever.
It's
Yeah,
a
little
calm.
guy.
You got it, don't you? You still got it, don't you?
I'm about to say he's ready to pull it out.
Sure do.
He said DS or 3DS?
3DS.
Ew.
Pokemon
Okay, no,
Black
lie.
too.
No.
Okay.
Black 2 is the one you
Black
flex?
too.
What the fuck?
Chad, if y'all say 3DS, go fuck yourself.
Yes.
You can play the exact same games on that bitch.
3D, not, but
all the exact same games.
Nah, it's
But you never
we don't
even
count
use
portability. Like that's like saying the PS.
I'm about to say you can play PS4 games on a PS5. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You never even used the 3D function because your head started hurting.
Nah, my eyes used to hurt a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you play the DS, the regular one?
3DS.
Yeah, I had a DS first, lost that, and my mama got me that when I was young.
Okay.
Why do you hit on 3DS? Because it's not that good. The main emphasis is the 3D. And
I don't know. I used to play,
turn that shit off. Like
I used to play that Mario game that came out on it when it first came out. That shit was tough. Not gonna lie.
You never cut the 3D function on.
Yeah.
I did. I swear to God.
Yo, you sat there with your eyes hurting, didn't you?
Yep, like this.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's a fraud.
Damn, this shit really popping on my screen.
Like I don't give a fuck if it's just that one main complaint. That's the main
Is
part
this
of the
real?
console. No,
Oh shit!
Sonata Omar, that
this will be like, huh?
Like last, what that was Saturday.
Yeah,
the R&B stream. That shit was hilarious, man.
I'm gonna get my DJ controller tomorrow, man. I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm really gonna be, set the trend for these kids. But yeah, we might run it back.
Set the trend is crazy.
Might do country only.
Oh,
that's crazy. I've always
this nigga. Okay, well I'll skip that one. No, I appreciate you though, twin. We'll get back to it.
I used to want to be a DJ.
But Damo, I got a question though.
What up?
Who are those some of those characters that you were talking about that like people will like run through walls for and shit?
Oh, one Deadpool. I feel like Deadpool, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man are those characters.
Gambit, Wolverine.
I'm about to say Wolverine, the X-Men. When you introduce the X-Men, that's gonna unleash a vast list of characters for everybody to pick up in that universe alone.
I wish the X-Men was just his own shit again, man. It's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah. They bringing back the 1997 show, ain't it? The TV show from.
You know what's crazy? What's buddy name that just played the recent Magneto? Because I ain't gonna lie, another great character. Honestly, Michael Fassbender. They could have did a whole Michael Fassbender movie by himself, Magneto by himself, some of the trials and tribulations.
But you don't kind of feel like that was kind of like First Class. I mean, even though it had all of them in it.
No, based around him.
Oh, based around him. Okay.
Yeah, but they just
going back to that. Dom,
that's
you
a lot
don't
of
think
genocide.
you don't think Kang would have been better introduced as a solo movie?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say no because
I'm
saying no because I like how he was introduced. I mean,
yeah, because
I watched Loki.
He was
1
like
and 2.
And Loki, he's not just Kang. He's something way totally different than Kang.
But it tells you, it references who Kang's gonna be. He references himself. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's not just Kang the Conqueror is in Loki. Like it's something totally different. But it's great. It makes sense.
You just gotta watch 3 seasons of
2 seasons.
I don't have a problem with watching. It's not like it's all coming out like at the same time.
But you got a 3DS. You got a 3DS.
Oh wow.
Random dick suck, bro.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nigga with a 3DS.
Yo, can y'all hear me now?
Wait, what?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to chime in on the MCU conversation.
Okay.
What books do you have in the background? Is that an Ant-Man book?
No.
Okay.
If you rearrange the letters in MCU, what do you get?
I don't know.
Okay.
My bad. What's it called?
CMU?
CUM
game.
The MCU is a fluke, I wanted to say, because the Avengers themselves are like a D-list superhero group. So them trying to make these unpopular characters popular makes sense to them. But, like I said, it's a fluke. Avengers comics never really sold like that. Marvel was really popular for X-Men, but they didn't own the rights to X-Men. And at the time in the comics, they tried to kill them off because they didn't own the rights. So
the cartoons growing up, I mean, them bitches was hitting though.
They owned X-Men at that time.
Well, no, I'm not talking about X-Men. I'm talking about the Avengers. The Avengers cartoons. Them shits.
Hey, the comics are bad, man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fine. The comics are, I believe a lot of more. I mean, I'm a DC guy. DC comics are better than me anyway. But
yeah, what are you talking about, Damo? What shows are you talking about? What you
call it? I don't want to say fucking
Superhero Squad.
Yes, that's the one I would refer to. Superhero Squad.
But I don't think that wasn't necessarily Avengers specific though. But I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Marvel's
I mean, I'm just saying, for what time did that come out? Because I feel like that would make sense for why there was such a boom for Marvel when they made live action. If you're telling me Superhero Squad came out in a time where most of the people that were teenager to young adults to even like that mid-20, that throughout their 20s, high teens, 20s, 30s. I mean, if Superhero Squad was out when they were younger, and now you got you got the same heroes or majority of the same heroes now. I mean, it makes sense.
2009. I feel like Marvel was trying to push that team just to.
I mean, Iron Man was 08. The first Avengers was what?
Nah.
I can't push that agenda.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel was just trying to push, Superhero Squad and all of those characters just because that's who they owned at the time, the movie rights for. Because like I said, they tried to push an Inhumans show, and they tried to make the Inhumans replace the X-Men at that time. That's why they killed them off.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't work out. The comic was bad, and then the movie got canceled. So whatever is happening in the comics, it usually reflects in the MCU at the time. And I just think, I don't know, they're trying.
So what's your fix? What should they be doing? What should Marvel be doing right now if it was up to you?
Push the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, because those are their most popular books. Those and Spider-Man, and they have the most like classic stories, so they have so much material to pull on. With the Avengers, they used it all. That's it. It's not like a bunch of popular stories like Secret Wars. It was mixed reviews. So
what's your prescription?
I don't know. Oh, 2,400.
What?
Yeah, I'm basically blind.
No, plus or minus
2,400.
Yeah,
that's not how the numbers work.
I don't know how it works.
Take your glasses off and
So
flip them around.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. I can see the size. We can see the size. again.
Yeah, them bitches is
Turn it to the size. Turn it to the size. Yeah, that's that thickness coming off. Okay. All right. Yeah. And you got a mustache, no beard, don't you?
I got a beard.
Okay. Appreciate you, gang.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, appreciate you pulling through.
That is not how I thought that second half of his face was going to look.
You mean, dog? Why you doing this?
Not at all.
Because what you were thinking, that's what I was thinking. No, you said it, bro. You only got a mustache, don't you? And then you put the camera forward. That's not what I expected.
You fucked up, gang. You fucked up. This nigga's mean, dog. This nigga's a meanie beanie.
Beanie bo beanie. Fuck you, dog.
This shit is crazy. What's going on?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you with that Wi-Fi.
Yeah. All right, fuck you.
Pick a light, man.
Go ahead.
You are lagging though, deadass.
So I really just came on to debate some of your MCU points because I'm a gigantic MCU fan, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember a lot of them, so I'm gonna need for y'all to repeat them.
The shit is washed. The shit is ass, my nigga. It's over with. It's done for you.
DC's better, officially.
Type shit.
I don't know about that.
You should have
snapped him be impressed.
I don't know about that. Anyways, so the thing about
this
the most
star right here.
Pressing that, twisting our thumb in that star, nigga.
Batman. Yeah, that's what's happening, buddy. Yeah.
In that B star.
Right. Anyways, the thing about the multiple shows thing, having to watch multiple shows, Star Wars fans do this shit legitimately all the time. Like, they got fucking cartoons, comic books, video games that are all tied into the lore. And y'all can't watch 6 episodes of a show?
But you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch Star Wars in order to get into the movie.
I didn't need to watch Star Wars Rebels to figure out who the orange chick was on Ahsoka?
That's not. This is copium of hell.
Star Wars got that same problem too. That's why I don't watch that shit.
Yeah. This is copium.
I know.
Of
What do
hell.
y'all do though? So
this is copium of hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'll make it something that I have seen, bro. Like I'm a big anime guy, big Dragon Ball guy, big Naruto guy. But if someone has to see episode 1, 2, 500, 600, whatever, to enjoy a random episode of fucking Naruto or Dragon Ball, it's probably a bad episode of Naruto or Dragon Ball. Y'all caping for that shit a little bit too hard. And like as the casual here, and they're looking for casual dollars. So I'm not gonna say my opinion is right, but it is an opinion that's valid to a degree. I'm just saying, y'all motherfuckers, man, look, comics is great. Now I don't know how many motherfuckers is reading, but I don't want to downplay the niggas that buy the books. However, I'm just saying, bro, this idea that like you're supposed to fully make movies with no enjoyable surface. I'm not phrasing this right, but you're making movies that you cannot enjoy unless you have seen a prequel to. It's not all what it's made to be. Like I will forever die with Guardians of the Galaxy 3 being one of the best movies in Marvel, because I didn't know shit about Guardians of the Galaxy and I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. And I think that's like some that's when you're impressing me. That's when you're making an actual good movie, in my personal opinion. Well, I'm probably alone on that. So it is what it is.
Nah, you're not alone on that. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and I agree with the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 point. The Guardians as a general, no one knew who the fuck. I'm a big Marvel fan. I didn't know who the fuck the Guardians were in the first movie. And I didn't care. I watched it. All right. I watched it. And I watched second movie. Second movie was good. Third movie was good. Whole trilogy was good. Also, I have another problem with a lot of us Marvel fans. And I know, Omar, you said the whole thing about women. A lot of them don't like women. I'm going to keep it up. A lot of them do not like women at all.
What, the fans?
Yeah, at all.
Oh, I agree.
A lot of them don't like women.
100%.
If you look at this past year alone, niggas didn't like She-Hulk. They didn't like Wanda in Multiverse of Madness. They didn't like this new movie, which all women led. They didn't like Black Panther. Shit is a pattern. I don't know.
Niggas like WandaVision. I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas was fucking.
Yeah, you talking
no, they didn't like Wanda in Multiverse of Madness. Is what I'm saying.
No.
And
what you talking about?
Is WandaVision the joint that like got the red powers?
Yes,
She
sir.
Yes.
Oh, she fine. What the fuck? I fuck with Wanda.
Yeah,
I don't hear niggas complaining about Wanda at all.
I hear it and I see it. And on WandaVision, people are doing revisionist history like crazy.
Are you niggas? Are you people?
No, I'm not niggas. I know niggas. I know niggas. I'm not niggas. So, also, your point about the Hulk, they literally don't have the rights to make another Hulk movie without someone else being in it. So,
that's fine. Again, nobody cares about the Hulk. And plus, aren't you like
goddamn lie? That's my favorite superhero. Don't disrespect.
Nobody cares.
Like that,
Stop.
Don't disrespect. Nigga, Planet Hulk conquers. Nigga, don't talk about World Breaker Hulk. Nigga, don't start the Hulk shit with me, bro. Don't do that.
Nobody cares about
Batman.
the Hulk.
Let's not talk about real heroes like the Hulk, please.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Hulk. But also, aren't you 28 with no facial hair?
No, I'm 20. Bitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I forgot y'all.
You 20? Are you 20?
I forgot we in the era. The bitch word just flies now.
Because you didn't even sound like you wanted to say it. How you 20 with that haircut though?
He said it because he was supposed to.
Damn.
Oh no, you're right there.
Nah, we don't got an ISO. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, as long as you're okay with that. Like a 1970s sitcom dad.
Nah, someone said you were 13. That shit was.
Yeah, there's no way he pulled up with the George Jefferson. He said 20. I was like 20.
Nah, I didn't think that nigga was 20.
I'm so shocked for that person.
You got a Ryan Hollins hairline.
That was a lot more hair than I thought was there, bro.
I just knew he was babyface down there. He
Yeah.
weird shit. I'm like, oh wow.
Yes.
I thought we were gonna look like Berlizzi or something.
Nigga said they lined him up with a spoon. Oh my god. The last dude. Who said that? Jeremy Dade? What are you doing, dude? Jeremy. A hot night.
Y'all are some meanie bobinis, bro. God.
Come on, mean ass.
Damn, Chad.
While we're here, before we get out of here, we're the first person to put y'all on.
Cool,
after
bro.
Caitlin. After Caitlin graduates, we're looking at Malaysia Full Wiley. This is the first time you ever hear that. Juju Watkins and Michaela Williams, man. You'll never hear those names from somebody else. Just remember that Unc put you on. Anyway, we'll get out of here right now. Say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, people. Unfortunately, it's time for me to actually get canceled because the podcast is over. We'll see you guys at midnight. For me, I'll probably go live around 11:30. I know Soul's about to go live immediately, but I'm going live tonight because I got some Naruto to play, bitch. I ain't gonna lie, I got Naruto to play. Got RDC takes to cook because hey, they dropped them back and forth. I love the Dreamers, but hey, sometimes your anime takes me pissing me off. The Battle of Gods movies are one of the best Dragon Ball movies of all time. Y'all niggas be hating. And
I thought you were about to say you love the back and forth.
Come on, man.
What's up with this freak ass?
And final things, random fraud watch, by the way. But final take to leave you guys with is Dragon Ball's underrated again. Sorry. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Damo, say goodbye to the people, man.
Oh man. All right, Chaz, being my favorite MENACE. Thinking we will be back. I'll be back with you tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming. Tomorrow will mark the official day of wearing the Rush jersey for a week. That punishment will start tomorrow on stream. We're gonna finish watching the Adam 22 10 guys compete for my wife series. Well, not series, but finish that video. Hopefully, he drops a part 2 for us to react to as well, because that is insane. I watched Adam touch another dude's dick. It was pretty wild. Yeah, that's really it.
When they tell you the special is like $10 for a 2-topping pizza, but you only want 1 topping, what you do?
Bargain.
Get twice of the same topping. Can you not do that?
Yes, I think that's crazy.
Double up, double meat type shit.
Yeah, it just seems a little bit too much for me. All right, guys. I'm back at it tomorrow. God, I'm about to pass the fuck out. I feel like I'm, when you're overworked so much, you feel physically sick. That's where I'm feeling right about now. Haven't eaten in 2 days, haven't slept in 3, but hey, man, we live. I'll be back streaming soon. It'll probably be this weekend, most likely this weekend. Probably tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. Anyway, with that being said, we're on the B Bobby stream.
Yeah, we're going to my stream. All right, I'm starting to stream now, chat. We're listening to Drake at midnight, chat.
Oh, we got Drake too. We got Drake too.
Yes, sir. All right, we're going to be on that. Ready now. Boom. And I'm going to catch y'all there in 5 seconds.
I take the trigger, beat SLZ, basketball. LeBron is not even top 5 all time. Tatum is not even top 5 today. Never will be.
This is disgusting.
This is crazy.
I did.
All right. I'm going to catch y'all later.